Hello people, welcome back to Whispers of a Machine, which I always keep going to pronounce wrong because I keep getting it mixed up with Ghost in the Machine. Anyway, never mind. This is our second attempt. We started last week on Thursday after not really being able to get another game going, so it was a bit of a shambles at the beginning there. But yeah, we're a couple of hours in. Right, so we played a detective in like an almost. There's lots of these games like this, and I think they're probably all by the same people or producers or something like that, where they are. I'll just turn my headphones down slightly so I'm not deafening myself. They're these vaguely pixelated graphics. They're sort of high res, but pixely, and they're great art. They have some interesting ideas, but they always involve some really unique concepts with regards to game mechanics, with a really in-depth story thrown in. And they're not all perfect, but ones that come to mind are things like Blackwell series, Gemini Rue, what was that one I've got lately? Unavowed, that was it. So they're not, the graphics are sort of they're almost pixel art, but they're far too detailed for that. So they're like high-res pixel art. They've got a really good story, great voice acting, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, there seems to be quite a few of these, and it's one of those. It's got some interesting mechanics, some weird sort of. Is it future or is it just what? I mean, this speaks to be of a sort of almost post-apocalyptic kind of situation, but there doesn't seem to be a Whispers of the Machine gun. Yes. Hello, Summer. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Streaming's not really playing for me, just buffering. Oh. It doesn't appear to be anything this end. It should all be running. I don't know what to tell you. Hopefully, if we give it maybe a minute or two, it'll work itself out. I'm still waffling away anyway, so seems okay for me. Oh, okay. Thank you, Todis. Hello, Todis. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. I was just saying that we've got this sort of weird, sort of pseudo-futuristic kind of thing, where some technology appears to be quite advanced, but other things are really, not that advanced at all. Hello. And I'm liking it. We've got we are essentially we're like an FBI agent sent in to this what is up here, this like a sort of raised city. Apoptosis. Oh, it's not Whispers of Zelda. No. Apoptosis. That's the word I can never remember. Thank you. Anyway, Nevik, hello. Welcome to you as well. Hope you're having a good afternoon. It's afternoon for me. Actually, we're a couple of minutes early. Blimey. Good day, anyway. We're in like this raised city, and there have been 2 deaths. We're there to investigate the one that happened like several days before, but another one has happened. And the first one was a woman that was it. She was the museum like curator. She was killed seemingly. No one was nearby. No one knows anything about it. No traces. But she did attempt to defend herself. That was it. There were marks that she'd tried to defend herself and been hurt on the arms and such that way. Then there was another one who was on the day that we arrived. There had been found another body of a worker. He was a plant worker of some description. I can't remember exactly what his job was. But he didn't try to defend himself, seemingly. He was either caught off guard or quicker, and they reckon that maybe whoever did the first one had been able to refine themselves for the second one. But still, we don't really know much of a motive. The last thing we were doing was trying to enter a room in an apartment complex that had the man that was found that day, so the dead man as opposed to the dead woman, there were links that he was dating someone who may be the reason that he was killed. So that was a motive. This woman that he was seeing was potentially married or otherwise engaged and such, and so there could have been a motive there. So we were trying to track her down. We found out her name and some details about her, and tracked her to an apartment that we're trying to get into. It had a key and a lock, like a code lock. Now apparently the code locks are outdated tech, and he'd actually rewired it to work again, so no one else knows how to get through it. So we've got to work out a code. And actually I have some, where are my notes? Do I even have notes? I thought I wrote something down. Oh well, I'll start on you, I guess. So we've got to try and work out that code, and that's the last thing we were stuck on. Because there were also rebooting PC fixed. Oh, excellent. Oh, well, welcome back. I'm glad that worked out. Actually, maybe I'll just start a new one in my notebook. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we'd linked them to this apartment we were trying to get in. Oh yeah, because there were mentions of essentially like a cult, like a terrorist organization, something to do with machines. So that's, I'm assuming, where the whispers of a machine come into it, but we haven't actually heard any details beyond that. Anyway, right, okay, so that's what we were doing. We were walking around. There were still places to explore. I'd actually been so fixated on a single puzzle, I hadn't seen everything. So here we are. Oh yes, and everything seems to be based around some sort of Norse mythology of some description, but which is apparently local to this area. It's not like a common thing. It's not your first stream of it? Didn't see your stream of it? Yes, last week we were playing. I attempted to play Kern, but my bitrate couldn't cope with it, so we swapped to this, and we'll stick with this now, and we'll, so to speak, we'll carry on through this, and I'll sort out Kern another time. Kern or Quern, I don't know. I'm assuming it's sort of Kern. Beer Seeger, hello, welcome. Oh, what's that little emote? I hope you're having a good day. How's it going? It's going fine, thank you. Yes. I hesitate to say it, but if you ever hear my stomach rumbling, just ignore it. I'm just a little hungry, but I didn't have time to get food beforehand because my bread was defrosting. How sucky is that? I forgot to take it out of the freezer last night, so couldn't have my sandwiches. Anyway, right, yeah, this is the apartment 113, and just gonna make a quick note. Whispers. There we go. Just so I know what page I'm on. There we go. Right, yeah, this is the some kind of maintenance man. He doesn't know anything about the lock. Well, he know rumbling belly ASMR. I wouldn't. Oh, Jesus, that. Do you know, I like ASMR, but the rumbling belly sounds weird. It sounds like that would either make me more hungry or just, violently ill. I don't know. So yes, we played this person. God, I'm damned if I can remember any names of anyone. But this is our notebook. So this is how we navigate through dialogue with regards to asking about people. So Carl was the guy that died today, technically. Maya's murder. Maya was the museum curator. The Conduit. That's it. They're the organization that they're like a terrorist organization that believed in we don't know, actually. We don't know a lot about them. There's something to do with AI mixed in there, but we don't know anything beyond that. Locked door. That's what we're looking at right now. And these are our people. Carl Oscarson. So yeah, everything has like a real sort of Scandinavian kind of feel to it, especially with some of the names as well. Gabriel, he's another policeman. They have essentially like a sheriff and a deputy, I guess, that we've seen so far. So he's the deputy. Katarina Berg, that's the woman that we believe Carl was going out with, who supposedly resides at this apartment, but we can't get in. Commissary Anderson, he's essentially the sheriff. Stina Ruth, now she's the I got this wrong before. She's essentially like a politician, a local politician, like a councilwoman, and she's the one that's we're essentially meant to be dealing with. We don't deal with the commissary, we deal with her. Maya Strand, of course, the lady that was found dead, and Dr. Person. He's the only doctor slash mortician slash coroner nearby. So he knows all the medical stuff if we ever need to speak to him. He's very creepy, but so far not suspicious. Anyway, so yeah, we have some weird mechanics down here. We have a forensic scanner we can pick up, and so far we have the smart scan, which scans everything. It will highlight objects that we can look at if they're visible. We have Carl's bio, so we have a sample of his DNA we can scan to see if he was nearby. Blade shape, that was it. They were both stabbed with a small sharp blade. So the same blade we were able to narrow down, but we haven't found the blade yet. Boot print, that was because Carl had been near some very specific soil that was on his boots, and we were able to narrow that down to this apartment. And of course Maya's DNA as well. We have a biometric analyzer. When we get near people, it tells us their condition, and if we have this active whilst talking to them, we can pick up discrepancies to see if they're lying or hiding something, or overly tense and so on. We can lock it to a person if we need to. I don't know why, because I've yet to encounter a point when I need to know what someone feels like without being near them. That could be interesting. And then we get a muscle boost, which I won't do now because it times out, but basically that allows us to strength check certain things. And then we have our inventory down here. Right. So I hope that that review was actually helping me as much as anyone else, I think. So yeah, we have this sort of area. So I'm actually just going to wander around and explore some places I haven't been, in case maybe some.
I don't think I need to go further north right now.
Okay, so not that way then. Oh yeah, and I've got it on click for text because I keep, make sure I don't talk over something and forget what's going on. But yeah, so we haven't seen everything, so I think it's a good chance to just walk around and make sure we have all the details and items we need. Oh yeah, this guy he's a poet essentially. He wanted 3 words from us to represent things, and he's going to write a poem about it. There's a license plate here. Right, so the code. I didn't look at the box today, but the code we're looking for is 3 numbers. Now we have...
Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
Right, the day I first came to Nordsund. Nordsund is where we are. This is a note from Katarina to Carl. So this was like the first hint we had of her and what she's like. She is apparently someone who came here. She's registered.
Katarina
Here we are.
Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordsund on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordsund for 2 years.
Right. So that code that we need to get in through the door needs 3 numbers. Now, I thought they were all here. I thought they might be... Oh, actually, I did write some numbers down. That was it. Yeah, there we are. But we tried all combinations of these as far as I'm aware, and there is no 0, so it can't be 80. It's only left the numbers 1 to 9. So yeah, we tried all sorts of sort of May, so 5, 13 or 13, 5, and then there's 2, 56 or 256 or 56, 2, and all sorts of combinations. Nothing seemed to work out as far as we could tell. So we're looking out for 3 numbers otherwise. Actually, do you know what? I apologise. Someone gave me a slight idea. Not a hint, because they don't know, but just an idea. The only hint we had to get in was one of our items down here. It's a note from book. It's just a bookmark, basically.
This was used as a bookmark in the book I found in Maya's safe.
Yes.
It reads, Console PW, think new, Katarina.
Yeah, so console password, obviously. Think new, Katarina. So obviously this is to Katarina to tell her to think new. Now, this is the only console I can think of. And since it is 3 letters as opposed to, 3 numbers, we thought that was a hint. So we went through all sorts of weird combinations. Someone said maybe it's not the word new so much as north, east, west. No. Okay, fair enough. It was a good idea. It was worth a try. And, oh, I think someone said, did we actually try 315? Oh my god, it was 315. Did we not try that one last time? Oh my god, it was 315. Success, people. What was the 3? 1 and the 5. Where did we get that one from? Oh. Wait, eh? Hang on, so someone said something was about new...
Katarina Berg. Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
So that's May 13th backwards? 315? How did we get to that backwards? Oh well, we're apparently in.
Still won't open.
Oh.
The code lock must be blocking the door.
Oh, yes, of course. Hang on. Right, so... Wait, that did say granted, didn't it? Oh, and we have a replica finger. We made like a model out of some clay and stuff of the deceased finger. Hang on. 315. Access granted. Oh, now it's active. I see. There we go. So I clicked out. That's okay. Wow. Okay, there we go. That was quicker than I expected. We'll go investigate that area I hadn't seen before properly next time.
Wow.
Two-factor fingering. That doesn't sound... Oh my god. That's a... Okay. Any jokes I just thought of are far too complicated to make them sound funny. They're just hilariously rude. In my head.
How on earth did they manage to assemble all of this undetected?
Good question.
This is highly illegal. I'll have to report it as soon as I finish the murder investigation.
Yeah, we'll take the murder as, trumps this a bit. You know, I'm going to write that down in my proper book. 3, 1, 5. Console password. There we go. Sorry, just to remind me later so I can get rid of this little notebook here. Yeah. There we go. Because no doubt this is going to be one of those where I'll need to put the code in again or something if I ever have to come back. Right, okay. Oh, and we can hold space to tell us everything here to look at. So, we'll do that. Cradle? Was a baby?
Looks like someone is expecting.
Oh, okay. Large tank.
Some kind of large tank. Looks like it opens. I wonder what's inside.
Eee. I hope it's not a baby. That would be super creepy. Oh, but then here's a console as well. That specifically says console. So maybe this... Right, so maybe this is the console that New is referenced to. Oh, good lord. Okay. Strange sphere.
Odd-looking thing. No idea what it's for.
So this could, in theory, be old tech that nobody knows how it runs?
Looks like something is missing here.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Some kind of live output of technical information. I can't make sense of it. Oh, just my luck. Like getting in here wasn't hard enough.
Yeah. Do I type new? Right, okay. God damn it. Right. Ooh, valve.
There's a valve on this pipe here, labeled O2. Not sure what to do with it.
That's fair. Not necessarily a good idea to go spinning valves everywhere.
Big enough for 2 people. Recently used.
Oh, of course, and we can scan the room as well. Ooh, recently used? You said that with a slight bit of
There's
disdain.
a letter here. Hey, Kata. Or should I use your new alias? It's pretty ironic, since you're the least prudent person I know. JK.
Oh, okay.
Anyhow, I'm
So
sitting here
prudence?
alone, and it all feels so surreal. It's hard to believe that it won't be long now before we can let him out.
I'm sorry?
He's ours, but not really. He truly belongs to the world.
What the hell?
Bigger than the both of us, greater than the sum of our parts. Yeah, I can hear you saying, enough with the melancholy, Carl. We're so close now. We should be ecstatic.
Why would you write this and not just say it to someone?
Anyway, I'm leaving this letter because I'm going away for a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay.
My father passed away. I just got word and, well, I need to deal with things in the village.
Wow. So his dad died and now him.
I'll be okay. We'll
Rough
talk
week.
as soon as I get back. Love, Carl.
Hmm.
The letter is dated about a month ago.
A month ago? Right. Okay. So he's already been and come back again. Does that mean that she wasn't here to read it? Anyway, right. Okay. Scan. Smart scan. It sort of beeps and highlights things when something's working, so we sort of know when to stop and get more information out of it. Like this. I don't know why it needs to analyze and tell us. The reason it beeped was because it's found his DNA. It didn't beep at any other time, so it's not, you know, not a big thing. But whatever. Okay, so he wrote the note. It's easy enough to, you know, he signed it. We know that. Blueprint? Okay. Has she been here? No, she hasn't. See, the odd connection between them is the fact that the bookmark, which had information about, which had Katerina's information on it, or reference to her, was in a book in the safe of the museum. So Maya and Carl somehow were connected. Anyway, so nothing there. Turn that off. So he mentioned a password and we said she's changed her name. So Prudence? Prudence? God, can I remember how to spell Prudence? That's the problem. Is it dance? No. Do you know? Jesus. We're going to have to actually Google the word Prudence. Or at least spell check it. Prudence? No, I had it. Maybe it's a capital P. No. Okay. So I had it right, but that's not it. Prudent. The least prudent person. How is that a hint? Prudent.
This was used as a bookmark. It reads, Console PW. Think new, Katerina.
Just double check this again.
Hey, Kata. Or should I use your new alias? It's pretty ironic, since you're the least prudent person I know. JK.
What is that? The name is Katerina. He says she's changed it, and the hint is it's ironic because she's the least prudent. Which suggests that obviously she changed her name to, I thought, Prudence, but I don't know. I mean, it's a word as opposed to a number combination, I'm going to assume at this stage. So when he references new and she's changed her name, that seems like a really solid link. He hasn't capitalized Prudence, so that's not that word. So we're looking for synonyms?
Anyhow, I'm sitting here. It's hard. He's bigger. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be okay.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, I didn't need the rest of it. I wish he could, like, just bring up a letter. Antonyms? Well, antonyms would suggest that, she got it right because she's changed her name to something that's least prudent, whereas he said it was ironic because she's the least prudent. Jesus. Okay. So let me just double check. Prudence. Not. Prudent. No. Maybe her name's Careful. No, it's not. I'm trying to think of synonyms or I can't even think of any antonyms of prudence, to be honest. 113 synonyms and antonyms of prudence. What? Jesus Christ. Vigilance? No. That seems like too much of a guess, to be honest. There's no real hint to that, is there? It's like, well, you know, just any old word that do. Careful, cautious, prudent, wary, conservative, circumspect. I love the idea that her name is Circumspect. The first line of Google translates for me. Thank you. Hang on, I've got to try it just for the fun of it. Circumspect. No, damn it. No, it's not. Cautious. No, it's not cautious either. I don't think capital letters necessarily make a difference, but I've been trying. Nothing new. Oh, hang on. There was a guy outside said he sort of vaguely recognised Katerina. Maybe, I don't know if she made a note of it. But maybe we can ask him about
Hey, Sven.
a different name.
Yeah?
Damn it, no, she didn't. Hello. Yeah, sorry. It's all right. Don't worry. You're here. Welcome. Yay. How are you doing? I hope you are. How are you doing? I hope you're well. But let me know if you're not. We've barely done anything. We found the code to get in. You were right. It was 315. I don't know how we got there, but it was. So we got into the room. We found. Okay, just woke up. Fair enough.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
we haven't asked him anything new anyway. And now we found so we found the console. The console specifically calls itself a console, and we're thinking of new Katerina. Turns out she changed her name, and the only hint we have is that it's ironic. The name is ironic because she's the least prudent person. So we tried prudent and tried prudence. Have yet to find, but it didn't work. We don't know. But yeah, this is the room we got into finally. So here's a large tank. We don't know what's in it. But it's really dodgy. They were expecting a baby. I think the baby is in here, or at least the baby is a reference to something new being created. I see. So he mentions about. Sorry, what's the clue again? Right. The clue is new Katerina. That is reference to this console, not the console outside. So, you know, new in commas. And she changed her name. So when he says it's ironic you changed your name because you're the least prudent person I know. And it's not prudent or prudence. That's as far as we get. It's also not any of the other synonyms. It's not careful or cautious. Or circumspect. And that was quite funny. Yeah, so there's something in this tank. Something really dodgy. I'm thinking, based on other hints, maybe something along those lines of like an artificial life. Maybe like an AI. They've put it in there. It's growing. And it's going to be a baby. And they somehow think this is going to save the world. I don't know how to spell that one. Fair enough, yeah. So yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I feel like we either have everything and I'm getting it thoroughly wrong, or we need more hints. Because a random synonym of prudence seems weird. Or prudent, I should say. That seems a bit out the blue, because that's expecting an awful lot from the player to have, assumed knowledge outside of the game. That's not much of a puzzle hint. I don't think that's very good. I'm just trying to think. If she changed her name, there'd be records of name changes. Why is it new again? Obsessed with it? Because the hint for the console is this.
This was used as a bookmark, and it reads, Console PW. Think new, Katerina.
So Katerina changed her name, and I think the new is a reference to her new name. We just can't be sure exactly what it is because he hasn't stated that. He just mentioned prudent. And there are... Again, this is a bit of a long shot because there are notes here. It's unlikely there'll be a reference to anything because she didn't take any notes. So we can't... Oh, actually, maybe they...
I don't need to look that up.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I need to look him up.
Damn it. So she hasn't made any reference to it. We can't ask anyone about it. So we are meant to know, apparently. New was the password for the door. No, it wasn't. No. I don't know where we got the 315 from. But maybe it's prudence in numbers. Oh, God, I hope not. But when it says console password, that interface is specifically labeled console. So it has to be that. Like I said, I can't remember where the 315 comes from. You suggested it to me, but I don't know how you got there. It's essentially May 13th backwards, but I don't know why it would be that.
Hello again, Gabriel.
Hey there, can I be of assistance?
Yes, but probably not. Oh, yeah.
Do you know who Katerina Berg is?
Doesn't sound familiar, no.
Damn it. We'll just go
What do
through
you
the
think
list
of
and
Commissary
get what we
Anderson?
can out of him. Oh, yeah.
I have opinions about how he does things, but I keep those to myself. I respect the chain of command.
It was something flipped. Can't remember. That's fine. 24601. Should I know that number? What's that a reference to?
What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
The commissary is the only one at the station who has any regular contact with her.
I am Jean Valjean. Are you okay? I don't get that reference, sorry.
But my impression of her is good. She seems like a straight-up woman. Speaks her mind.
Okay, fair enough.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not really. I knew of her, sure. Most people in Nordson do, because of her importance to the museum. I hardly ever even saw her around, though. From what I hear, she was a bit of a recluse.
What's your opinion on Dr. Pearson?
Do you mean professionally or personally?
Oh, Jean Valjean. Well, yes, Les Miserables. I see, of course, yeah. Sorry, I should recognize the name. It did sound vaguely familiar, but I just couldn't place it. I've never seen Les Miserables. Or listened to it at all, either. I'm sure I know some of the titles of the songs if I'd hear them, but I don't know it otherwise.
Is there a difference?
I think he's a great doctor and coroner.
But...
Between you and me, he kind of rubs me the wrong way. All that fancy talk and those morbid jokes.
Fancy talk.
It's almost like the recent deaths have cheered him up. But as I said, he does his job well.
I understand. Thanks.
Asking about his...
What can you tell me about yourself?
Not much to tell. I grew up here in Nordson, and all my family is here.
All one
The
of them.
commissary is my uncle. He's always been the one who encouraged me to become a policeman.
So, how long have you been a cop?
8 years now.
Wow, 8? Must have started young.
Yep, started as a trainee at age 16.
I see.
Coroners have to have morbid humour. Exactly. I mean, I think I don't mind the morbid humour. Fancy talk is just, I don't know, someone's way of saying I don't understand what they're saying. And, but the thing is, though, he is pretty creepy. Let's face it. He's creepy for other reasons, but the morbid and fancy talk, whatever.
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
I was first at the scene. Poor woman. Looked like she had regained consciousness after some time and tried to crawl to the door.
Oh, blimey.
Sounds horrific. I don't envy her.
You don't envy her, the dead person? No, it's funny that. Most people don't envy the dead.
What do you know about the Conduit?
It's some fringe religious group, isn't it?
Yeah, terrorist classified.
Right. Are they tied to the case?
Sort of, but I'm still trying to figure out the details.
Understood. I'll let you know if I come across anything related to them.
Okay.
All right, I'm off.
Not very useful,
Good luck
but,
out
you know.
there.
Oh, yeah, right, okay. We'll go look at that area we didn't investigate properly before. Like I said, we can't seem to get any hints for... 0451... question mark. Are these codes you reckon might be good in the console? ASX. Oh, right, see, yes. We could try them when we get back. Why not? There's no reason why not. Ooh, what a nice bench.
Nice, soothing sounds.
I guess.
Nice spot there next to the wind chimes, but I don't feel like sitting down.
Okay. There's a robot shop and an entrance.
Looks like an apartment building. I don't have any reason to go up there.
Okay, then why is there an entrance? You don't have any reason to go in here, and you can't, so why? Aha, new person.
Howdy, Pilgrim, and welcome to Volter's Bot Emporium. Novelty bionics, pet androids, robotic companions, we've got them all.
Okay, behind the scenes side note here. When I first started streaming, or at least had like an idea of streaming, I was going to be like, well, everyone's got a hook, what's it going to be? And I do casually, in my own time, use the word howdy occasionally. It doesn't really suit me, but I picked it up years ago and it just sort of kind of stuck. But, so I was like, okay, so maybe the followers could be referred to as pilgrims. And I then saw bloody Noel Edmonds use it on fucking telly, and I was just like, well, I'm not following anything Noel Edmonds does. Thank you very much. Bastard, ruin everything. BB-8? No. Unfortunately not. Although this one looks like a robot Vegeta. No, not Vegeta. Who do I need? Oh god, what was his name? Dragon Ball Z. He was it? Not Vegeta. It was the Frieza. That was it, Frieza. I literally couldn't think of even the appliance. Anyway, bionics, androids, robotic companions. You've got them all. Oh, you want a BB-8? I see. He may do out back. Johnny 5. No.
Hi there. I'm Special Agent Vera Anglin.
Ooh, here to solve the murders, right?
Yes, I can see that.
What? Did Pop spill some oil when he lubed my joints this morning? I told you to keep my chassis clean in case of chicks.
Chicks. Okay.
For crying out loud, Nissa, just let the police lady ask her questions.
Oh, great. A ventriloquist act.
Oh no, she's on to us. Fine, you caught me. The man with the blue hat is just a puppet that I'm cunningly controlling with a set of strings.
He's still alive, but wishes he wasn't. Yeah, exactly.
That's a gosh darn lie. I'm fully steam-powered.
Ha 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 ha. Okay. This is inappropriate behavior, citizen. Questions about the recent murders. I'd arrest you for constructing illegal AI, but there clearly isn't any intelligence involved. Oh, I've got to go with the sassy one. Robot Jemima. Yeah, exactly. I'm Jemima.
You know, I'd arrest you for constructing illegal AI, but there clearly isn't any intelligence involved here.
Ha! That's...
See, if you were any smarter, you'd have a great comeback there.
Okay, Walter. It's time for you to do less talking
Walter?
and more listening.
Sure thing, officer. Just keep in mind that all of these are just harmless automatons. There's no real CPUs or nothing around here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to report illicit technology. I'm just interested in the killings.
Yeah.
All right, then shoot. Ask away.
Yeah. Shoot. Take him down. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is our little emotional pyramid that we've updated with our answer, or our specific thing. Right. Okay. Let's start with the notes.
Do you know about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Oh, yeah, poor Carl. He was a friendly guy. Came here buying spare parts every now and then.
Spare parts? Like what?
All sorts. Filters, tubes, nuts and bolts, various electrical gizmos.
Ah, yeah. I think I found what he needed them for.
Oh, I like that. She incorporates previous experiences into the dialogue. Nice.
Really? What was it?
We don't know.
A water tank of sorts, but that's all I can say.
All those parts laying around, but do I ever get a working left arm, Pops? No, you'd rather let some carpenter assemble a goddamn aquarium.
I could replace Mr. Limpy with a water gun if you prefer.
Mr. Limpy?
Man, soon you'll even let the kids paint a clown face on me again.
With a water gun for an arm, at least you could spray yourself clean afterwards.
So I take it you have no idea who killed Carl?
None whatsoever.
My little
Wrong
robot here.
place, wrong time, maybe. He didn't seem like the type of guy to make enemies, anyhow.
Wrong place, wrong time. He was at work in the morning. What else is he meant to do?
What do you know about the murder at the museum? Maya Strand.
I don't know anything about the attack, but I worked with her from time to time. Some of my handiwork can be seen in her exhibitions.
Oh yeah, we haven't actually been into the museum yet. We've only been up to her apartment. That was it, because there is a telephone pole, or like an electricity pylon or some description, has fallen down in front of the entrance with live electricity on it. The worker is on it, but it's going to take them a day to do it, apparently. That was it. So we haven't been into the museum yet because we can't get in there yet.
Ah, they got some robots in there.
Yeah, I assembled them from parts I found in the junkyard. Or the bot cemetery, as I like to call it. Sometimes I feel more like an archaeologist than a mechanic.
Got it. So, do you have any idea who killed Maya?
To turn off electricity. Well, it's not just to turn it off; it's to fix the infrastructure, because apparently it's so badly wired, like it's been patched up over the years. They've got to work it all out. It's not just a matter of turn off the power. There's some kind of weird. It should be a puzzle for us to solve. To be honest, that would be easier.
Ooh, I got a theory.
No, Nissa, it wasn't the big war robot in the main exhibition.
Why not? That thing is huge. It could easily rip
Excuse
people
me.
to pieces, or buildings for that matter.
I know because I built it, Nissa. It's totally harmless.
Oh, excuse me, yawning. Sorry. Ooh, I'm not even that tired. Sorry.
I don't buy it, Pops. It's got red eyes. That's a telltale sign of a bot turned evil.
What I wanted to
Okay.
say was that Maya could be a little odd, but I have no reason to believe anyone would want to kill her.
Pops calling others odd. Now that's a joke that requires no punchline.
True. And those Japanese power poles that makes like a massive knot. A power pole? I mean, I kind of understand those words, so I'm going to assume yes, but I don't really get the reference.
Walter, try to focus on the subject matter, please.
Yes, focus, man.
What do you think of the conduit?
Lunatics, plain and simple.
I'm surprised to hear
Oh,
you
jeez.
say that,
Oh,
given
God's
what
sake.
you do for a living.
I forgot to turn on the analyzer. Oh,
Sure, I may seem like the kind of guy who would meddle with AI, but you have to remember that these are just puppets and dolls.
It's true. I'm not really a robot. We just pretend I am.
That's right, my lad. My family was almost wiped out in the collapse. I wouldn't betray their memory by supporting those nutjobs.
we'll go back to that line. I want to turn on this this scanner thing. That's what I wanted. There we go. Let's ask that
What do you
again.
think of the conduit?
Lunatics, plain and simple.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, given what you do for a living.
Sure, I may seem like the kind of guy who would meddle with AI, but you have to remember that these...
It's true. I'm not really.
Pretend. Yep.
That's right, my lad. My family was almost wiped out.
Okay, fair enough. I thought that might trigger something because of his response. Okay, right. We might as well keep this on whilst we're going. Sorry, I'm afraid links will get you caught. You can I think the only thing you can link is like, you know, Twitch videos, you know, clips or whatever. I got wiped. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's no way of. Well, apparently, I believe I've heard there are ways of getting like a singular thing, but not with the stuff I use, or at least not very easily. So I'm afraid it goes no links now, and then it just wipes you out of chat. I'm really sorry. I don't like it, but it's that, or I allow links in some fashion, and obviously that's not the plan. He's stomping around. That better be a cat. Itina, wife here. Hello. How are you doing? I assume you're maybe on lunch. Hope that's going well. We're just interviewing Volta and his crazy little puppet. Anyway, right, so we've asked about Carl Oscarson already, so I assume that's fine. Actually, why is that wiped out?
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
Oh, probably because we do know. That's interesting. Usually there is a permit command in most of the chatbots. That's the thing. I assume it's probably because I've just got mine to like an automatic moderator kind of setting. It's literally just like it. I don't allow any links except for the ones I've whitelisted. But in doing so, it automatically times out and wipes previous chat. That's a connected thing. You time someone out, the chat gets wiped. I can't sort of seem to unlink that, so to speak. My nudge doing a science experiment. Will Pie stop me being cross at rude people? Let me know how it goes.
Yeah,
Friendly guy came in.
Spare parts?
Oh, because we had this bit, right? Okay.
Really?
A water tank.
Water
All
tank.
those parts.
I could repeat.
Yeah, I see. I don't remember asking him specifically about Carl, but maybe we did, and I don't know what I'm doing. Right, okay. Let's just go down the list and ask him all about the people. Oh, because we've asked him about the murderers as well. Right, okay, yeah, that's
What's your
fine.
opinion on Gabriel, the policeman?
He's an asshole. That's what.
314. Yeah. He's an arsehole. That's what. Oh, okay. People don't seem to like Gabriel. Someone hinted that he was actually quite. He was like an abusive policeman. You know, like abused his power, assaulted people. It wasn't there by default, but I set one up on Stream Elements. Basically raises rank of user VIP for a set amount of time, which allows them to post links for a moment. Okay. I'll look into it. I mean, I do have permit. I could do a permit first, but I can't do it sort of after they've already posted. They have to be permitted first time. Or first time around. I'll look into it though. Thank you. Yeah, some people don't like Gabriel. Whereas we sort of kind of assume that he's, you know, a kind of nice thing. Oh, I get it. Okay, fair enough.
Nissa thinks that guy is robophobic.
Robophobic.
Don't ask.
But it's not a robot. Yeah, I mean, at this stage it's just a puppet, but whatever. Okay. So he doesn't like robots. Interesting.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is?
Katarina Berg. Nope, not ringing any bells.
Okay. He doesn't appear to be lying.
What's your opinion on Anderson, the police commissary?
Seems like a reasonable man to me. But then again, I tend not to be involved in, you know, crime.
Larry the Loafer. Larry the Loafer. It's a puppet. Maybe he knows her new name. That's the thing. We can't ask about her new name because she didn't, like, our character didn't make a note of it. It's not a referenceable item, which is kind of annoying. But that does also suggest that we apparently seem to have everything we need to do. Like, it's not a it's not a clue that we need to consult or deal with other things with. It's literally just here is your clue. You remember that? It's literally just a clue, solve it.
Yeah, right.
Hush, boy.
Okay.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth, the council?
Must be a record somewhere. That's what I was thinking. But since we don't actually know her name, and no one seems to recognize her old name, I don't know where we go, but we'll keep asking around.
A politician? Me and those kinds of people run in quite different circles, to say the least.
Yeah.
What do you think of Dr. Pearson?
Quirky guy, but he means well. Sometimes he asks me to come over and help with the kids.
Kids?
Oh, yeah? Help how?
Usually by playing doctor and patient with Nissa. It helps calm down the little ones.
Okay.
That's clever.
Excuse me. Who stole her ID from her body? Her ID from her body? The only body we've had is Maya. She died several days before we got here. She's the one we're meant to be here to investigate, but then there was the guy that died on the day we got here. So we've connected the two, and she didn't lose her ID as far as we're aware. She just had it. No, Maya is the dead museum woman. Katerina is elusive as yet. We haven't seen her. We only know of her.
So, what can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Oh, well, what you see is what you get.
A crazy old fart with chronic coffee breath?
Exactly.
Oh, quiet, you little rascal. What I am is a tinkerer, a craftsman, a father of machines.
Sorry, more coffee. That's fine, don't worry.
I cherish building them. I adore putting them on display, and I especially love talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed. So how long have you been building robots?
Oh, ever since I was a boy. I grew up over at the junkyard. The place was cramped with old discarded robots.
Grew up at the junkyard.
I didn't have many friends, you see. So, I decided to befriend these machines instead.
I see. Kind of a vicious circle.
I'm off. See you later.
Probably didn't give you many friends to be
Take care.
talking to yourself
Bye-bye, police lady.
in the guise of robots. Okay, let's turn that off. So let's start scanning the place. Smart scan everywhere. What have we got here? Nothing? Oh, okay. Has Carl been here recently? No, okay. Ooh. This is going to be too easy, probably. Yep. That was my postman, I'm going to assume. I hope so, because I can't be bothered getting up. Oh. Yes, just the postman. Nice. No. Okay, no blades. Footprints? On the floor, I'm going to assume. No. And Maya. What do we scan these people for if nothing ever shows up? God damn it. Nothing. Okay, fine. Nothing. Crab robot.
What did people use the crab for?
Once upon a time, this was the most popular kitchen model. This fella could take care of any food-related task.
What?
Except the handling of shellfish, obviously. Even robots have moral standards.
Okay.
What does this little guy do?
Clean, like a mean machine.
He doesn't look very mean.
Looks can be deceiving. He's nothing but vicious towards stains, dust, and all of their ilk.
Right. Tube robot. Does the scanner make a funny beep 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 noise? I mean, that would be a reason to use it. Beep beep. No, it makes a weird whooshy noise.
What does
Kinda
that
boring, to be
tube-looking
honest.
robot do?
This looks like a dustbin.
That's no robot. It's just my teapot.
Oh, okay.
Not everything with lights on is a robot, you know. Gee, some people.
Conduit is a cult. Does she have a cult name? Or maybe. I think we're maybe getting a bit too far into the story just there. We only know of the cult. We haven't actually heard any connections to them being here, although there has been reference to them. So it's quite possibly they were involved in it, but we don't know anymore yet. Teapot, yeah.
What's up with the head?
What do you mean? You think it's too big?
The robot head on the table, that is.
Oh, yeah, it keeps coming off. I'll fix it eventually.
Okay.
Is the big guy in the back your mascot or something?
You mean Ufa? Nah, he's more of a concierge. He's sophisticated like that.
Sure. Oh, this. I assume this is the
Guess that
body of the
belongs
head.
with the head up
Yeah.
front.
And none of this background stuff seems to matter.
Cute little robot.
Okay. Let me just check we caught everything. Pointy robot. Oh, yeah.
What does the pointy little bot in the back do?
Oh, a bot of many talents. Paperweight, table lamp, pestle, or perhaps a fashionable baton? The only limit is your imagination.
Your plastic pal who's fun to be with. Sophisticated dog. Yeah. Did we catch everything? For the concierge, teapot, cleaning, Nessa, Boulder. Yes, we did. Okay. That's one bit to everyone who gets that reference. Oh, that's not me then. I can sort of read it, but I don't understand it. Oh. Okay, so we can read the sign there. Still a statue.
He's busy composing his verse.
Oh, yes. Who's the guy that has sophisticated talk? Oh, that's the doctor. With his fancy talk. You still love me. Oh, that's right. So, what else have we got here? School, town entrance, canteen. South or west? I didn't know we could go that way. I hope she doesn't walk all this way and just go, no, I don't need to go that way. Oh, wait. There we are. Oh, blimey. Oh, Jesus. I wouldn't want to live there. But I wouldn't even want to walk there, but whatever. Oh, okay. Just back into the town. Sure. Why would you build that? Right, okay, yeah, we're... Right, this leads back... Okay, right. Yeah, this is the pole. We can't... Error ground.exe not found. See, it's highlighted that like it's a link. Why has it allowed it? That's weird. Oh, they have wings. Do all robots know they are robots? I assume so. It doesn't look like any of them have been built complicated enough to look or believe they're human. I wonder what the banner hanging off there means. The banner hanging off this way? No, these are like Norse rune symbols? I can't read it, and there's nothing in game that said that we should be able to, though. There's no translation device as yet. It was referenced from something else. We have them all over the place. I think it's smart enough to know, yes, it's not a link, but to highlight different standards. Right, okay. Well, that makes sense, yeah, do it. But still, that's weird. It reads, bye! It's for people falling off. Yeah, probably. And that explains the elevator here. See, now, this makes sense. This is probably a small elevator that goes down to the ground. Whereas when I looked at this image first, I thought this was a huge building in the background. And I was like, wow, that's a massive elevator. Where does it go? But it's probably much closer. And like the edge is like here, about, 30 feet away or whatever. And that's a wrecked plane for some reason. Okay, so we still can't go into the museum.
Doesn't look like I can enter the museum.
Because of the power problem. It's a Norse settlement. Well, exactly, but we don't entirely understand why.
I don't have any business in the school.
Right, so we're not going to the school. Oh, that's it. Wifey, do you know of any synonyms to prudence that might be applicable to... So someone said to you, an ironic name, you are the least prudent I know. What would that mean to you? Similar bottomless pit in Neverhood. If you're stubborn enough to ignore signs saying do not jump, you're falling for 5 screens before game ends. Wow. Blimey. Right, so we're back here. We don't know what any of this stuff does. Oh yeah, we have a oh god, that's it. We've got an inventory. It's not just our book. We can show people objects from the inventory. I wonder if any of this may have been relevant to the guy we just spoke to. Show him a replica finger. That'd be creepy, wouldn't it? Oh god damn it, that means we've got so much more we could have potentially done, I guess. Right, yeah, Creed of the Conduit, this is it. That's where they like Dave the Brave, etc. Actual name? Prudence means care. Well, that's it. We thought about some synonyms, but none of it seemed too sort of guessy. None of it ever seemed to work. See, Huldra. They seem to be referencing an awful lot of Norse stuff going on here. We don't quite know why. They have a cult name like Dave the Brave, etc. Maybe they do, but we haven't sort of had any contact to the cult exactly. What is Katarina? Katarina info is... It's thankfully quick, so we can read it again.
Katarina Berg. Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR. Which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
And that's all we know about her. Except apparently she changed her name from Katarina. So yeah. Don't know how... Also, May 13th essentially was the code to get in here backwards. I don't understand how we were meant to get to that exactly. Because the only clue we have is for the console here. As you can see, we tried a few already. So... Maybe her name is Careful. Did we try that one? No. Just trying to make sure... Is the cult of Flying Island or far away? Is the cult on the Flying Island or far away? They are a terrorist organization. Now, since our character knows about them, not just because she's an investigator, but I'm going to assume there was some point in the past in which they existed and were known probably, you know, widely, if not worldwide. But now they are obviously banned, so people don't really do anything with them. It seemed to be some kind of connection to, you know, believing in AI rights or something. But robots are now essentially, you know, artificial intelligence is now banned. They made the downfall, maybe. Exactly, possibly. Which is what I suspect was happening here. I reckon there is something in this...
There's a valve on this pipe here, labeled O2. Not sure what to do with it.
How about Prudentia? It'd be Pru, just Google it, and there's Prunella. That's not a related name. Okay. Got 2 things here. Try Prudentia. Oh, hang on. Prudentia? Nope. Pru. Let's try them with capitals. No, Prudentia. No. Unfortunately not. Prunella, you know, it could be funny. No. Because, yeah. Again, I'm sorry I'm going over it, but I need to read this again. So,
or should I use your new alias? It's pretty ironic, since you're the least prudent person I know.
So she hasn't changed her name. It's an alias. But it's good as a name for her, but that means there'll be no record of it somewhere. So that's why we still have her record as Katarina. So obvious, what can you eventually find it? Yes, yeah. Cadence?
Anyhow, it's bigger than... Yeah, anyway, I'll be okay.
That's the rest of it. We can't read one little bit. Changed her name to Dave. Maybe. cadence. I don't know why, but I'll give it a go if you want while we're here. Bob. Yeah, no. No, not getting that. Thing is, we've asked people about Katerina. Haven't asked anyone about her information. Let me just start here for a second. Because we can ask about inventory items. I completely forgot about.
No, this note is just a reminder to myself. I don't need to show it to anyone.
Right, okay.
No need to do that again.
He's seen that and he didn't recognize her.
What do you think of this?
Looks intentionally vague, like they didn't want the wrong person to accidentally read it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my guess too. Any idea of what it means?
I love this. We, a police, an agent even is just wandering around going, "I've got a clue here and I can't solve it." Any idea?
Not really. Sorry.
Yeah. So maybe that could be more helpful if we spoke to like the policeman, maybe.
I don't think he'd be interested in that.
Okay.
What do you make of this?
Looks like a reminder of some kind, but I can't make sense of it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay.
You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
It's called outsourcing. I guess. With all good management doing. Gotta go. Text you if you work it out. It'll annoy me otherwise. I will do. Yes. I'll text you or let you know later. Thank you for dropping by. See you later. Yeah, drop my pin. Let's talk to the police people. See if they can enlighten us further. Bye.
Hello again, Gabriel.
Hey there, can I be of assistance?
Hopefully.
No, this note is...
Right, okay, so it's just a note to herself.
Do you know who the woman in this photo is?
Too hard to tell.
I wonder if there's something we can do to clean up the photo so people can see it.
I found this in Carl's coat. What do you make of it?
Not sure. But it's a bit
Well, this
strange that
just-
the person who wrote this couldn't just tell him face to face.
Maybe they didn't want to risk being seen together. Or the note's author needed to leave in a hurry.
Failed due to presence of mushrooms in the pie, damn it. But the reference is in the museum. But then how do we wait until tomorrow when it's
Yeah, could be.
fixed? Normally these things are like, oh, plot point, next day.
What do you make of this?
Some kind of reminder for a password?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my theory too.
Okay.
What do you know about the conduit?
It's some fringe religious...
Yeah.
Right.
Right, okay.
Understood.
Same as asking him about the book. Okay.
No, this...
And that's just the thing. Okay.
Alright, I'm off.
Good luck out there.
I wonder if the commissary is like a hidden system. Essentially, we go to him and he's like, well, maybe it'll be handy if you do so and so. Can't but hope.
I had
Let's
a
try.
few questions, Commissary.
By all means.
Oh,
Are
we
you
haven't asked him
familiar
about
with
the
the
conduit.
conduit?
I believe so, yes. It's some old terrorist network connected to illegal technology, right?
Yes, exactly.
Wait, don't tell me these murders are terrorist-related.
I can't say for sure, but if there's anything you can tell me, anything you've heard or seen.
I'll let you know.
I don't like the constant noise of this, but I'm going to put that on just in case.
Do you know who Katerina Berg is?
Sorry, I'm bad with names.
Great, thanks.
What do you think of Walter?
Oh yeah, we haven't asked anyone else about Volta.
He may be a little strange, that man, but he has a heart of gold. Nordson wouldn't be the same without him.
What do
Okay.
you think of Dr. Pearson?
Oh, he's a fine man. Sure, a bit eccentric, but a really good physician. Treated my knee way back. Good as new.
Okay.
What do you make of this?
No idea. Something to do with a password?
Looks that way. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Do you know who the woman in this picture is?
No idea, sorry.
I love the fact that it's a bloody photo. What have we got a scalpel for as well? I can't remember that. Well, I remember picking it up, but I can't think why.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
Okay, stand that up.
I guess Anderson has a colleague.
So she reckons he has a colleague, but we haven't seen anything of them. Okay.
Looks like a logbook. Maybe Anderson records his daily work there.
Cut the electric wires. What electric wires? just going crazy now. Like, cut things to the lobby. We can. Hang on. We have our room, which has a bed in it. Maybe we can rest or something now. Unlikely. I feel like it's probably given us too many
No,
hints.
I'm not tired.
Yeah. Small robot. One over at the museum. Oh, right. See, just go around cutting wires and kill ourselves. That's the whole point. It'd be easier to try and avoid them, which we're not allowed to do, than it would to just go around cutting them. We didn't ask him about Volta, but I can't imagine he's going to say a lot. I think maybe the password had her full name in it, so maybe it's not. Maybe it is Prudence, but it's like Prudence Berg. I mean, that sounds kind of silly if you got an alias and then you just use your same last name. It's really bugging me because I feel like we have everything. I just feel like a fucking idiot. Like, we've got what we need here. I just can't get it. Prudence Berg. Prudence. Not Bird, Berg. Is it Pruberg? No. Okay, it's not Pruberg. Is there a religious text? There is, if you can call it that. There is this book. The Creed of the Conduit. Oh, wait. Melinda, sister of Prudence. It's right there. Gerd, sister of fate. Melinda, sister of Prudence. You're not to overstay. Do not rush, but please remember that burned has turned into ember. Based upon the meadows and the shadows. Married but still was late, yet took her time to contemplate. Melinda, could be. It's worth a try. Let's have a quick look. It's Melinda. Oh, you're a genius. There we go. Oh my god. Right, okay. Help for commands. Help? Chamber, open, close, status. There we go. 8 months, 12 days. Nitrogen level 99.3% low. Low. Oh, nutrients, sorry. Heart rate abnormal. Adjust oxygen levels using maintenance valve. Water filtration adequate. Fetal fluid blue concentration 4.47% normal. Estimated viability 84.5%. Okay, so there is definitely some kind of
This valve likely adjusts the oxygen mentioned in
some
the
kind of,
console output.
I know, cloning or
But
something
I'm
going
not
on
sure
here.
if I should mess with it before I even know the contents of the tank.
Oh, okay. Should we open it? That sounds really dangerous. Maybe it's... Maybe... Well, right, this is a game we can't save in. It's literally save and quit is the only option we have. So there can't be a situation in which we... I believe it auto-saves, but also I imagine there's probably not a situation in which we die or screw ourselves up into a corner at some point. So let's just try opening it. Opening chamber hull. Ah, that's what it meant, so not the full thing. Let's have a look.
My God.
Yeah. It is a baby. Well, we knew that. There's no real surprise there now. It's got wires into its brain as well as an umbilical cord.
A live baby in a womb tank. What on earth are these people doing? I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Oh, okay.
What?
I was going to scan it, but apparently not. Cyborg. Well, yeah.
It's not too late.
What the hell? Okay. Oh, wait. Symbol. F. I'm going to write these down as we go.
There'd be sacrifices, but it'd be worth it.
Okay. Diamond. The hell was that?
That was unsettling.
Yes.
They did warn me about the side effects. I hope that was just a brief glitch in my blue.
A blue? Oh, blue. Wait, it mentioned something about the blue. So they're putting it in the baby as well? It's this that allows her... They haven't actually specified what it is, but I'm assuming it, like, makes people more receptive to the cybernetic implants or something.
I need to go and report these findings to Stina. But I should probably make sure the tank is stable first. I don't like that blinking red light over there.
Oxygen.
Ugh, it's stuck.
Oh, for God's sakes. Of course it is. What could we unstick things with? Hang on. Let me scan it. Oh yeah, I was going to scan it in the first place. 8 months, 14 days, plus or minus 5 days. Amniotic fluid contains traces of blue. Right, yes, yeah. Super muscles. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I get you. You're right, of course. We should boost that, yeah. I thought you meant on, like, the baby. That's what the blue's all about. Boosh. Smash its way out the tank. I wonder if it will... Analyzing. Oh, it's got his fingerprints on it. Okay. He didn't kick it at any time. That's fine. Okay. You're right. Muscle boost. Bad.
All right, it's loose now.
Good idea. Thank you very much. Oh. I'm going to assume we open it? Hello?
It won't turn any further.
Okay. So... nope. The nutrient is low. Abnormal oxygen levels using maintenance valve. Okay. Well, okay. So, not that one then. Oh, it said it's abnormal. Maybe it's too high, I guess. Also, this turns a lot for a single valve. Surely it'd be easier just to have, you know, it all within one turn. Had to be away for a second. Did you figure out the password? Yes!
It won't turn any further.
Oh, okay. Artificial womb. Yes, it turns out in this book, there's a reference to Prudence. The sister of Prudence is Melinda, and the password was Melinda. So...
A live baby in a womb tank. What on earth are these people
doing? Yes, yeah, we know. Does it tell me here anything about the, is it just the trace of blue? No, that's it. Okay. Almost depleted. Exactly. It was right there. As soon as we opened the book, it was just there. It is. Bubbling. Are the bubbles because of what we've been doing?
It won't turn any further.
So I turn it that way, and it still bubbles. She said she won't leave until we got it fixed, but I don't know what we're doing. Oh, hang on. Maybe we can see this. Maybe this is
some kind
helpful.
of live output of technical information. I can't make sense of it.
Okay, no, that doesn't bloody help at all, does it? Oh, maybe she just meant as in chamber close it, secure it. The light has to go green. That's all it gives us. Chamber, open and close, or help and exit. So close, Nelly. Who is this? Mistake backer. You messed it up. It now looks worse than ever. Logging off. The light has to go green. So maybe... Right, okay, so we are...
It won't turn it.
It won't go that way any further. I am the backer. Yes. Is there anything else to handle with? I mean, there's the console and the screen. There's a receptacle.
Odd-looking thing.
Yeah, that's...
Looks like something is missing here.
Right, okay. So maybe it needs... I don't know. Oh, no, because you'd probably find the O2 is like connecting down here. The light hasn't gone green, so we'll try it again. Is the light changing at all, really? I mean, it's pulsing. Was it always doing that? At that speed? It's just, I'm just staring at this blinking
It won't
light.
turn any further. Not right now.
Damn it, okay. We can't force it to turn. No, okay. No, yes, animated, no. Yeah, see what she says.
I should stabilize the womb tank before I leave.
Okay. Any idea how you want to help us do that? Do we stick some resin in it? Something is missing? Well, she says in the receptacle up here something is missing. But there's nothing else to work with in... I mean, there's the cradle.
This must be meant for the child in the womb tank.
Well, yes.
Big enough for 2 people. Recently used.
See, it depends how recently used. So, is this where... As opposed to Katarina's, is this... Oh, what's his name? Carl's place. I mean, the letter here would suggest she hasn't been here for a month. Can we just shoot it?
The womb tank is closed.
Yes. We're not getting any information off of it. Okay. Chamber open. Can we go with chamber help? Unknown argument, available arguments, open, close, status. Okay. Not stuts. Status, please. See, it says heart rate. It just says abnormal. Oh, hang on. Can we put this onto the... We can put this on the baby. There we go. Okay.
It won't turn any further.
So it won't go that way. Right, okay.
The heart rate looks good now.
There we go.
I'll keep the valve in this position.
Nice. But why did that make it green
Seems stable.
when just fiddling
I
around
should get
before
going.
didn't? Okay. Good. Right, okay. We really have to get used to it. Well, I have to get used to it, you know. Chamber closed. I don't know, that just seems safer. Thank you! We just have to get used to, you know, using our tools. Because game logic, exactly, yeah. I mean, I guess it's not right to maybe make it so easy, you know, to brute force it, but that literally just makes no sense ultimately. You know, I can understand if there was no light involved, how are we meant to do it? Well, we have the tools, but if there is a light involved, that should just literally be on or off whether it works or not. She has to robot everything. Yes, exactly. Right, yes. It looks a bit like a cooked
Agent
chicken,
England,
doesn't it?
reporting in.
That's a cool one.
Oh, there you are.
Sorry,
How
Nevix
was your first
emailed.
day?
Well, it turns out that the second victim, Carl, was up to something.
So, let me tell you.
And whatever they were doing, I'm sure it's somehow connected to the killings.
Well, you got yourself one juicy case here. Those two lovebirds of yours just turned a double homicide into an anti-terrorism effort.
Shit, you're right. Do we need to call for backup?
Well, surely you should know.
Nah, you can always call in the local cops if anything big goes down.
Oh yeah, because 2 more people are going to be super amazing if the place goes to shit.
I suppose. So how active is the conduit these days anyway? From what I was taught at the academy, they're practically a non-threat now.
Sure, we caught some of their head honchos, blew up a few strongholds, but it's hard to
Hi
wipe
again,
out
back from
an
meeting. Welcome back.
ideology.
Thank you for dropping in. I'm glad to see you have returned. We found a baby in a tank, and we discovered the password is Melinda, because it is the sister of Prudence, according to the book. Oh, Bebe. Yeah, well, it seems to be safe. It's fine, but it's still a weird thing. Zolka told me not to go to the cops, mate. Don't go to the cops.
All it takes is for a single book to remain in circulation, an idea to spring to life, and we're all back to square one.
Well, yeah, Jesus, that's ideology for you. Right, okay. While that may be, censorship isn't the answer. Dialogue and compromise is the key to true... Oh, God. Seriously, we've got to make a decision on terrorism? Kind of thing is incredibly dangerous. Have we learned nothing from our history? Relentless stance against those people always puzzle me. Aren't our orgs technically AI? Are they? Surely there's no real intelligence there. It's plugged into your brain, isn't that how that works? So I don't think that last one really works. Censorship isn't the answer. Dialogue... do you know what? Dialogue is probably the only way you're ever going to help with something like that. Compromise as well, maybe, actually, yeah. Kind of thing is incredibly dangerous. Have we learned nothing from it? But I kind of agree with that. You know, history teaches us all of our lessons, but some people refuse to learn. This kind of thinking is incredibly... I don't know exactly what she means by this kind of thinking. As taught by them, or the way we're trying to treat it. I'll go with the top one. More compassion.
While that may be, censorship isn't the answer. Dialogue and compromise is the key to true progress.
We've got an idealist in the ranks. Trust me, zealots like them can't be reasoned with.
No, in theory, but that's why you should be teaching people before they become zealots. Teach them to rationalize the world around them and, you know, critically think about stuff that other people might be trying to teach them and why.
I hope I'm not prying, but have you dealt with them personally?
Yes, I have, and we'll leave it at that.
Sure.
Ooh,
I found a functional womb tank in the apartment at Mimir Road. It had a living unborn child inside.
nor can she, apparently. No.
Oh. Artificial wombs are highly illegal. I'll have to notify our superiors.
Hang on, so when we faded to black to talk about it, we didn't mention the artificial baby? Or the artificial womb, at least. That whole fade to black was based entirely on the... I wouldn't tell her that. That was based entirely on, we found a book that means they might be part of a cult. That was it. We didn't get into the whole baby thing. Jesus.
There's more, Councilwoman. The tank fluid had traces of blue.
Really? Now, how the hell did they get that? Any concentrated vials?
Not that I could see.
Be on the lookout. They might have a stash somewhere.
I will. I wonder how the child fits into their agenda.
Well, he said the child would be... It's not just their child, it's for the world or something like that.
Good question, ain't it? Want to hazard a guess?
It's gotta be some kind of experiment, right?
Bingo. These people are fanatics. That's what they do.
What experiment? He's a fanatic. He does nothing but experiments all day. Doesn't care about the baby owning blue. Exactly. Blue, blue, blue. Everything is blue. Exactly. Double D, double die, and all that. No. Oh, what? Was that a different song? Sorry. Well, I know that's not the words anyway, but you're making a reference and I didn't get it. It wasn't an Eiffel 65. Also a good guess. Fair enough. It's the only song I know about Blue. Oh, an Earthbound reference. Do you know what? I've never played Earthbound. It really looks interesting, but I never had the opportunity to do so. I've never gone out my way to do anything, piratey about it. After that, you woke up in here, Mum.
So, what will happen to the child then?
Oh, they'll probably kill it.
That's not for you to worry about. I'll get word to the city, and they'll send someone within a week or so. Meanwhile, I'll have the apartment put under surveillance. I'll get someone discreet, in case the Lady of the Hour returns.
Understood.
So, what are your thoughts on the killer?
No. Yeah. Well, baby, yep. If we are indeed dealing with the conduit, perhaps they had internal disagreements turned bloody? It's possible. Unlikely, though. Could be a lone vigilant with opposing views of the conduit, picking them off one by one. More likely. Maybe it was a trained hitman from an organised enemy faction? It was you, old woman. Push her off quick. Looks clumsy. There's one thing I can identify about this woman. She looks clumsy. From the second I saw her, I knew she was going to fall to her death. One possibility is that this is simpler than we think. Just some kind of relationship drama. Relationship drama? That's an odd angle. I don't think this Katerina actually has a relationship elsewhere. I think she's just dodgy. And that's why no one ever deals with her. Like, knows about her and such. I think he's keeping her quiet, essentially. Not because he has to keep the relationship quiet from another half. I think it's because, she's a terrorist and he doesn't want to be seen connected with her immediately, because that would ruin their plans. It's not a trained hitman. It's probably more likely a vigilante, I think.
Could be a lone vigilante with opposing views to the conduit, picking them off one by one.
Could be. Either way, finding this gal who was hot and heavy with Carl should be your next task.
Agreed. I'll do my best to track her down tomorrow.
Good. Dismissed, Agent.
Jawohl. Bing! I think that's our... What are we looking at right now? Oh, we are... Okay, we're not very authoritative. We are compassionate and intelligent, but mostly leaning towards compassionate. Okay, interesting. Hello? Go away? There we go. Right, back to our place, actually. Wow. She has no soul. Oh, we weren't close enough. She's in the museum. She could be, but we can't get in. She's trapped inside, just like we're trapped out.
We already talked.
Oh, okay. So I can't scan her for whatever she's got. I'm scanning you, lady. You been near his feet any time recently? No. Got any blades on you? No. Okay. She does feel like one of those, I'm in charge and the world will, follow my route no matter what kind of people. Dagger of Amon-Ra. Oh god, yeah.
Hey, pretty
Ooh,
girl. Time to wake up.
what the hell? I thought this was coming from the projector, but it's actually in her head.
Huh? Who's that?
Hold on. Bow to me, bend to my will, I mean. Well, yeah. Insane the membrane, exactly. Yeah, I get the feeling she's probably like, she talks of them being zealous, and I get the feeling she may be the other way, and like weirdness may come from it. But that's a stereotype, you know. Anyway, who is this crazy man?
It's me, silly. Who else? Were you expecting other men in your bedroom?
What the fuck?
Oh, Alex. I had the strangest dream. I was on a murder case far away.
Hacked by a potato can.
In Nordsund, of all places.
Oh, she knows this man. Okay. This is the guy from this picture, I assume.
Ooh, exciting. Was I there too?
No, you were gone. I didn't care much for that part.
Well, I'm here now. I thought I'd check on how you're doing.
Oh, you know me. Always trying to figure myself out.
Ain't that the truth? Sorry for waking you. I just needed to hear your voice.
Okay. I was want to say, it isn't far into a relationship before you can get away with that kind of statement. I'm sorry I woke you from your deep and relaxed sleep. I just wanted to hear you talk, because most likely what you're going to hear being said are expletives and threats to murder.
That's all right. I'm gonna go back to sleep now. Good night, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, Vera.
Okay. At what point does she realize she's actually still here? Day 2, 7:40 a.m. Okay.
And I thought dreaming of Alex was a thing of the past.
Oh god. Okay.
Might as well get rid of some of that clutter from yesterday. No point in carrying all that junk around.
True. Oh, we keep the scalpel. Good. I was going to say we didn't use that. I want to know why we have it. And we still have this picture we need cleaning.
My head. Something is happening.
You could always say that.
Whoa.
Inflict short-term amnesia, memory loss. Oh, we gained a new ability? Oh, is this because we were like a compassionate person? So maybe like each day we get a new augmentation. That'd be cool. Like short-term memory loss on a close target. The person is confused and forgets what has occurred in the last few hours. The effect wears off after some time. Ooh. Cool. We can make people forget things? How is that useful? Okay. Or at least confuse them anyway.
Agent England. Good. You're up.
Morning, gentlemen.
We were just going to see if you were awake.
Get the old woman
There's
so
been
she didn't kill the
freak
thing.
accident of sorts.
Okay.
It's probably best for you to see for yourself. The timing is quite suspicious, given the recent murders.
Was there like an explosion at the
All
complex
right.
or something?
Who is the victim?
Leonard Dahl, the head of our new recycling center. He was killed sometime during the night.
So that's 2 in 2 days. That's quite an up from, one several days ago. Leonard Dahl.
In a most gruesome manner, too. Gabriel will accompany you to the site.
Oh,
Very
okay.
well. Let's be on our way then.
Once again, I'd just like to highlight this reflection on the floor here. That's pretty awesome animation there.
Here we are. Have a look around. The man standing over there is our witness.
Got it. I'll let you know if I need any help.
Understood. I'll be here.
How's that useful? Lend them money once and give it back. Make sure they forget, give it back again, and then again. Exactly. I'm curious as to how that would really help solve a puzzle. Just confusing people, but maybe we can get past some guards or something. I don't know. Lennart's accident. I keep pronouncing that. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I don't know how to read it otherwise.
This says
even when
the
they said it
machine
out
works
loud.
by grinding down organics into smaller chunks, and then burning them to create biogas.
Oh.
The control panel here can be used to retract the grinding gears and access the chamber, but the system waits for the latest batch to be incinerated first.
Excuse me, sorry, yawning? Oh, okay. Big tube!
Guess that's the intake for materials to be recycled.
So, pick him up, drop him in, and he's gone. So that's the control panel there. Power switch?
I shouldn't mess around with that before I've talked to the witness.
Oh, okay. Fine, I guess. Alright, we'll talk to him, then we'll scan the place. Or is it worth scanning and then talking to him? Actually, it's probably worth doing that because we might pick up something. So we don't have to re-speak to him. Alright. Scanny, scan, scan. Nothing going on. Okay. No traces of Carl? Nope. Maya. No. Okay. And I'm going to assume there's nothing for the blade shape or the boot prints because we needed them for other things. Alright. Remember the bioscanner? He's anxious, that's fair.
Thank God you're here. Len.
My name's not Len.
Slow down. Relax. You're safe. We're here to help. Start at the beginning.
Should we slap him with the amnesia and then he's just like, what happened? I don't know. No, damn it, we forgot our questions.
Okay.
We could do that afterwards.
The big organics processor. I woke up late last night, heard it fire up. I live next door, so I got dressed and walked in here.
Oh, so he was killed in there. Okay.
Leonard wasn't around, so I turned all the machines off. I went to look for him in his living quarters, but he wasn't there. I figured he was still out late with some of the guys and that the machines had sprung to life on their own somehow.
As they do, obviously.
I went back to bed and slept through the night. Didn't hear anything else. When I came back this morning to work just half an hour ago, Leonard was still gone. He's usually up and about way before my shift starts. I did a routine check of the organics processor and that's when I noticed his remains in there.
The victim is inside that machine?
Yes.
Could it have been an accident?
Well, there's a stool and a big old pipe you just dump stuff in.
I don't know. God, I can't get it out of my head.
Please, try to calm down. Could it have been an accident?
It could, maybe he fell down in the pipe, and was torn to shreds. Oh, God, poor Leonard.
All right, calm down. You don't have to think about it necessarily. Okay.
It's no use. He's having a panic attack.
Oh, drag and drop the target. Slap him.
Hey, hush now. Look into my eyes.
Files are inside the computer?
Wait. Who are you?
I'm Special Agent Vera England. I need to ask you a few questions.
How fortuitous. Eats the computer.
Okay, I'm not sure how I can help, but I'll try. Man, I'm sweating like a pig. Weird.
Is it? Okay, so we can't ask these things just yet. That's fine.
How does the organics processor work?
The materials are sent through a grinder to be broken down and then burned to make biogas for fuel.
All right. Is there any way to access something that was sent through the machine?
Well, the grinding thing can be retracted by using the control panel, but it waits for the latest batch to be fully incinerated first.
The grinding thing. Really technical there.
So, what if I need to get something out of there without it burning up?
I suppose you could do that by disconnecting the incinerator.
And how would I do that?
I guess one way would be to cut off the power supply by unplugging the yellow cable over there.
Yellow cable. Okay.
Perfect. Thanks.
The teenager? What do you mean?
So, tell me what you know about Leonard.
He's my supervisor. Been working for him about a year. Not sure why he's not here this morning, actually.
Oh, different grinding. Oh, I see.
Do you know anything about his private life?
Oh, I guess he's a bit of a quiet guy. Strong as a horse. Kind of a bookworm, too. He's always reading on our breaks.
He liked books? What kinds?
Illegal terrorist ones?
I don't know, ma'am. Why are you asking me? Go find him. I'm sure he'd be happy to tell you.
Okay, I wonder if we can snap him out of it by talking
What
about
can
the
you tell
accident.
me about Leonard's death?
That's dead?
Wait, what? Leonard is dead? Oh, now I remember. God, no.
We could really... Oh my god. We could make people relive horrendous moments over and over. That'd be hilarious. I mean, terrible, I'm sure. Right, okay. Yellow. Wow, this is cruel. To be fair, we needed it. You know, he was going to remember anyway. But if we did it more...
It loose, but it's stuck in there pretty good.
That would be a problem.
Okay, the yellow cable is disconnected now.
Okay.
A control panel for this machine. Looks turned off.
Oh, power switch, of course. Terrible of you, man. Anyway, yeah.
I think that retracted the grinding gear.
Remember that time you share your pants? Oh, to be fair, I don't think you would ever have to forget that to feel terrible about it every time, you know? So don't worry. Oh, scanny scans again. Right, smart scan. Age indeterminate. Well, that makes sense. Regulations suggest post-mortem dismemberment.
This clearly wasn't an accident then. It was a
Estimated
disposal
time
of
of
the
death,
murder
5
victim.
hours. DNA added to vault. Okay. There he is, yeah, okay. Right. And it's murder. Moida. Definitely still him. Okay, same stuff. Yeah, okay, we don't need to scan it every time. Okay, so we got that.
There was a small key among the remains.
Oh, okay.
It must have been in the victim's pocket.
He was dead when he went in? Yeah, Mordor, yeah. One does not simply... Mordor. No, I don't know.
Ugh, this is quite a mess. I'm not equipped to deal with this. I'll have to ask Dr. Pearson to come here and gather the body parts.
Fair enough. Okay.
Hey, Gabriel.
Yeah?
I've managed to secure the body. You're free to leave and get back to your other duties.
So send him to get the doctor.
The remains are in quite bad shape, so I think it's best if
Oh,
Dr.
okay.
Pearson collects them.
Hope she's going to do that anyway. He was murdered and dumped in, exactly.
Roger that, ma'am. I think the doctor has some medical emergency this morning,
What?
but he should be able to take care of it today or tomorrow.
Today or tomorrow? No, it's going to be rancid by tomorrow. What's going on?
Good. Tell him to bring it all to the morgue.
Ow, ow, ow. Oh, sorry. Just my seat.
Will do. I'll go find him right away.
Can I leave too? I really need to go get a drink.
I suppose. I'll call for you if I come up with any more questions.
Okay. Right, okay. Wonder if we're meant to, like, you know, turn it off now. That would make sense, surely. Safe. Whoa.
Hi, honey.
I wasn't leaving.
No. Wait, what? It wasn't a dream?
Find his books, yes.
I must be going crazy. The blue is messing with my head.
That's one way to say hello. You doing okay there, darling?
Not really, Alex.
How can I help them? This is weird for me, too.
Why?
I have no idea. It's so strange seeing you like this.
Well, I'm here now. Maybe we should just try to make the best of it.
So I thought he'd left. Is he dead?
I guess so.
That would be super weird.
Great. So, how are you doing? Really?
And a dead boyfriend. I don't know. There's obviously a connection there, so I'm assuming a partner of some description. But she just said she misses him. We don't know if he. I thought she'd left him at home because she's traveling, but I don't really know beyond that.
Oh, you know, keeping it together somehow. I thought taking on this case would give me a chance to get away from everything.
Okay.
I get that.
Exposition.
You went through a lot.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Well, I'll let you get back to the case. Let's talk later, all right?
I'd rather we didn't.
Okay.
I
I must be losing my mind.
Dead. I would get. Yeah. It kind of seems like it's going there. No, I wasn't leaving. I specifically hit the button to turn off the machine. Look, it says power switch. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Just trying to make it safe for the coroner so we didn't fall in and die as well.
This conveyor belt sends metal objects down into the smelter.
Smelter. Can we turn this one on?
All right.
Ooh.
Looks like these are the materials last put into the smelter.
Okay. Turn it off. I wonder if the blade is here.
Various tools and lots of knives headed for recycling.
Ooh. Scanny scan. Who knew? I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. Just had to sneeze for a second. Blade shade. There it is.
Wow. I think I just found the weapon that killed Carl and Maya. No DNA or prints. So this knife must have been thoroughly cleaned.
Wow, so it's literally just the shape of it that it can tell. Let's turn that off. We pick it up.
Got the knife.
Nice. Okay. Ooh, I got an achievement called Sharp Hide. Some crates. The rest of this this here machine. Okay.
A few crates of different sizes. Maybe for transporting some of the recycled materials.
Oh, of course we've got the DNA of the other guy we can search for as well, haven't we? Yeah, that makes sense. What do you have there? A knife? That's not a knife. So he controlled this machine. And this machine. Interesting. Okay. Oh. Right, we can scan these things because we have his DNA now. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I want to search this stuff out here, then we'll go
About half filled with God knows what. Pretty stinky.
Stinky.
A few crates of
Transporting
different
recycled materials. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Oh yeah, books are up there. Cool.
Leonard's bed. Nothing out of the ordinary. This is probably where Leonard handled all of the paperwork.
It's all one hotspot.
Mostly history books and some fictional novels.
Okay. Wait, do we Right, so he specifically... Seems like he specifically handled the ones on the left, but that won't tell us anything for some reason. We already did other people's stuff, didn't we? Can't scan our inventory. Okay, so there's DNA everywhere. But nothing to suggest that anyone else was here. He turned on this machine and was ready to smelt the knife. He turned on this machine and activated it. So did he murder the other two? Tried to dispose of the evidence and then someone else, either directly or indirectly, got him to kill himself. Oh no, because he was dead before he went in. So, but then did they just... Was he doing all that and then they killed him and threw him in? Ooh, interesting. Alright, okay. I think we got everything we got here. Let's have a quick check. Bin, crate, store, big tube, instructions, power cables, first switch, control panel, books, desk, trolley. I missed that. It looked like part of the conveyor belt.
This thing is used to transport metals to the smelter. It's filled with various junk.
Okay, not relevant. Okay. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I'm not saying it was aliens, right? Oh, I got another achievement. Environmentalist. Interesting. He was really strong, so it must have been the old woman. It's... You have a key? Oh, yes, I do have a key. I didn't...
It's the key I found in the recycling center. Likely belonged to Leonard.
Right, yes. Okay, she doesn't know exactly what it's for, though. That's fair. Ural? Street artist. Who are you?
Hey there.
Hi. Whoa, badass coat.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks. Got it a week ago.
Really?
Right on. You need to get some patches and stickers and shit for it too. Give it some personality.
Some people like clean coats.
I might just do that. So, you're some kind of artist.
Yeah? What do you think?
Is it two stick figures hugging and they look like gearheads? Guess who does that voice? What, his? Doesn't sound familiar immediately. Hang on, let's hear some more words. A fractal pattern looks like two flowers hugging. All lightning. This is okay.
Looks like two flowers hugging.
Huh. That's an interesting take.
You got me, Summer. I don't recognise it off the top of my head. Even for like a character, I definitely probably wouldn't know the real name. I'm terrible at voice actors' names. It's a gear chicken. Oh, see, it looks like two people kissing, but they look like they've got gears for heads. Dave Gilbert, Wadget Eye Games. He's done voice acting for a number of characters in his own games and those he's published. Right. Makes sense. Can you name any other characters he was that I would recognise? Was he in... most likely, was he in like Unavowed? I would recognise that one because I played it most recently. Do dendrites. Having a thought. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Okay. He didn't seem to care. There's the main character's voice in Unavowed. The main character? Oh, the male guy you play. Interesting. Wow. Some other characters as well, I think. That's fair, yeah. They often sort of have to multitask on voice acting, don't they?
A mural depicting some kind of abstract art.
The guy from Ice Age. Sloth. Sid. Oh, yeah, I see. Wow. It's a bit abstract, but I get it. Right, that's the recycling centre there. Oh, this is beyond Mimir Road. Okay. Interesting. So this is the further north that we didn't need to go before. It's the east there, northwest there. He didn't seem to offer us any more information because she ended the conversation herself. We didn't get to ask him about anything, seemingly. Or did I accidentally click out? I didn't think so. See, I like this aesthetic. Sort of the... just sort of the slight, you know, slightly run... It doesn't have to be run down, but the slight sort of mixture of, you know, nature taking over, getting in the way a little bit, but not, you know, messy.
Not sure what happened here, but it looks like old damage. Somebody swept up the glass on the outside, but didn't bother with actually repairing the windows.
It's probably just for someone else to break them again. Stairs up. Cafe?
Maybe later.
Oh.
I don't feel an urge for a coffee break right now.
There's always a need for a coffee break. Don't even have to have the urge.
Doesn't look functional. There's probably a staircase somewhere.
I wonder where it could be. They stole the glass. That's it, exactly.
Some kind. No reason to go up there at the moment.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, they didn't... No one cared enough to clean it up. They just needed to steal the glass. Okay, nothing going on. Oh, no, not that one. No. What am I doing? There we go. Stop. Thank you. I thought I had two on at once, so I kept trying to turn them both off, but they cancel each other out. Okay, so we don't need to go that way at all, apparently. That sign doesn't mean anything. Oh. Here's the junk heap. Okay. Distant tower. door. Okay. This would be the area Volta's from?
Not sure where that door leads.
I'll open it and find out. Have a knock, whatever.
A light beacon, marking the northern edge of the town disk.
To junk heap.
The junk piles extend some half a mile into the empty eastern part of town. I doubt they're being added to, though. Nordson residents seem conscientious about recycling.
They tunneled through the junk? Or maybe they built the junk over the tunnel. Junk looking a bit like the Warrens here, so maybe it's insulation.
I don't have a reason to visit the junk heap right now.
Oh, boring. Okay. It's like the Teletubby house, but made of junk. Okay. So we didn't get our what do you call it? Verse. We did tunnel if there is nothing there.
Looks like an apartment building. I don't have any reason.
Alright. Well, it's a tunnel to the junk heap, and then the junk heap expanded over the tunnel, maybe. Although, why would you have a tunnel out in the open? Except to prevent the junk from covering it. Which came first, the junk or the tunnel? We don't know. Oh, let's head for the museum. Very slowly. Just talk to them while they're still here, because why not?
Hi there. I see that there's been some progress with the fallen power line.
Yep. Feel free to head in now.
Great. I'll do that later.
No, we'll do that now.
Looks like she's trying to fix something in this power box.
Scanner. Scanner. Damn it. Okay. No. Should we... Maybe we can confuse her and then... The junkie by drunk give her... There's no fixing that for anybody. Some of us are just happier not trying. Here we are. Finally. Healing tank? I hope that's a dummy they've set up in there. Household robots. Star map. Interesting. Buttons, buttons. Histories. History. Button. Drone. Globe. Military robot. And a hovercraft. Okay, let's start reading stuff.
This facility has been deemed compliant with the Third Decree, 12th Amendment, on November 4th, 79 AR.
With made-up time thingy and thingy amendment. Okay.
Path of the Pilgrim. Kind of an odd name for an exhibition about the collapse.
Is it, though? Can I stop you? Made you in like a prancing steed, failed but never stopped. Took the time to contemplate. Invigorated by my faith, ensure that gazing at the skies to ensure the path is clear. Strike down my foes, blessed with impeccable aim. Nearing my goal, I am pressed on for another full day. And I found my haven, God, and my finally rest my soul. So we know she was into the cultish art, potentially. Just wondering if any of that came to mind. Never mind. Let's, quick scan. Anything coming up? Anything gonna highlight? Yeah. No, okay. Was Carl here recently? No, okay. Maya was. I wonder how clean the place is. I mean, surely it should have her DNA everywhere. No, okay. Leonard. Was he nearby? No, okay. Fair enough. Blueprints. That could be interesting, but no either. Okay. Just checking. So looking at stuff, I guess.
I'm pretty sure these were flown autonomously, and that some famous world leader got killed by hackers who took control of her vehicle. A terrorist group claimed responsibility, and there was a bloody civil war.
Stuff Ducks, morning! How's it going? Oh, blimey, it must be... what's that? Oh, thank you for the host. It's much appreciated. How are you doing? I saw you were playing some what do you call it? Genshin last night. I didn't see any until this morning, of course, because I was asleep. But I have started watching it. I saw a little bit of it. What was the code? The code was 315. It was the 13th of May, sorry. Backwards. I don't know, 513. 315. That's how we got to it. We then had another code we had to work out, which was related to someone's name. It's all in the backwards. Yes. Oh. Thank you very much for the host as well. Much appreciated. It's not backwards, it's American. No, I mean literally the numbers backwards, not not reverse, because it wasn't the 31st, it was the 13th. 315 is for no, it's not the 15th of March. It was the 13th of May, so it was literally 513 backwards. Anyway, I'm fine. Thank you very much. I hope you are doing well. Hope you are having a good morning. Oh yeah, responsibility, bloody Civil War. Sorry. Well, look at all the robots, and then we've got all the buttons and stuff to press as well.
This thing must have been fearsome back in the day.
I bet it would be now if you turn it on.
Looks like this is modeled from how the world looked pre-collapse. There's no crack caused by the Hyperloop failure, and the crater field is nowhere to be seen.
Is that robot sentient? It's not even on by the looks of it, hopefully. Cute American way is right. It's not about whether it's right, it's about the answer. Glad you could do. Thanks for watching the VOD. That's right. So maybe get you with so much fun. Good. Like I said, I haven't finished it yet, but we'll get there, and I'm sure I shall see such fun. So Hyperloop, if people aren't familiar, is that sort of one that they've tested. Elon Musk was working on it for a bit. It was actually I believe it's not a patented idea. I believe anyone is allowed to work on it if they so feel the need. But basically it's where you have a vacuum sealed tunnel with a carriage of some sort inside, and the idea is it works on air pressure, allowing you to travel way beyond ridiculous speeds that you would get any other. Elon Musk, yeah. So basically, if anyone's familiar with those old tubes they used to put like money cylinders in, where you just put the tube in and it shoots away. It works on that principle. It sucked up a Hoover, vacuum maglev subway, exactly. So it travels at ridiculous speeds, but it can only essentially cover straight lines, from what I understand, because of the way it needs to be built. You can't, and there's no flexibility in it. Vacuum magic sucky sucks. Exactly, it's one of them for people. So somehow, in this future, you suffocate. Well, you could theoretically have air put into the carriage you're sat in. You don't have to be in the vacuum yourself. It just has to have a vacuum outside. But I believe wear and tear is a problem. Creating that vacuum and keeping it is an issue on a long-term basis. But, they've successfully created one, but it only runs for a very short distance because it wasn't worth putting the money in to experiment beyond that. But it was Elon Musk's boring company helped with it. The Boring Company, I think he called it. And they worked on it as a thing. But I think they had plans to run one up and down the west coast of America, because you could cover hundreds of miles really quickly. I can't think of any numbers exactly, but it goes extremely fast because of the vacuum. But that's a lot of money to put in. Anyway, so somehow they've had one in the future, or some kind of dystopian future, in which it failed and caused a crack in the earth. I don't know how that works. I mean, what the hell were you traveling, with nukes or something? I don't know. Just plummet them as far into the core and then detonate them to break up the surface. I don't get it. And the crater field is nowhere to be seen. That's interesting. Why bother times we get teleported next century? Exactly. Why bother? I mean, all we need is, you know, antimatter reactors and quantum computing, and we're done. Even be around next century? Well, I know I won't. I don't think it's even pessimistic to say that. So, unless there's some kind of, you know, I really am immortal. And Jesus, there was a time I wanted to live forever. Literally, as a teenager, I was like, "That's it. I'm not going. I'm going to be around forever." I'd love to see what happens in the future, but think about it. You know, immortality just sounds kind of horrendous, really. Maybe a couple of 100 years wouldn't be bad, but maybe not this couple of 100 years. If I could have had like a better couple of 100 years, that'd be cool.
No idea what this is. Must have been some kind of local thing. I remember reading about
Sounds
some
very lonely.
military
Exactly.
experiment gone haywire in these parts. Maybe this is it.
Oh, okay. A military drone. I mean, it does look like it's fatigued. Then we start again. Exactly. I mean, even if it's not literal, everything does go in cycles. Dozens of vampire movies. Exactly. Dozens of vampire movies can't be wrong. One of them maybe, but not dozens. That's just crazy.
A regeneration pod. Kept people healthy and energetic.
Oh, I could use one of them.
It's hard to think that most people had several of these in their homes once upon a time.
God, can you imagine? Oh, Jesus, my house is cluttered as it is. Can you imagine several robots trying to clean the place? I'd have nowhere to walk.
The human wave was a loose affiliation of political and religious movements with the supreme goal of eradicating AI. It is widely considered to be the largest single cause of the collapse. Post-collapse,
Okay.
the movement continued its
Remember
activities
surfing.
to some extent up to 4AR,
Get two of
but
them.
gradually lost its ability to maintain any larger operations due to the extensive deglobalization. Over time, the subgroups of the human wave splintered back into their original factions.
Excuse me.
Some, having accomplished their goals, ceased to exist completely. Others, like the Church of Epos, Earth Preservation Orthodox Society, were formed to find a new place in a post-collapse world.
Earth Preservation Orthodox Society. Okay. Okay. More history here?
The collapse occurred on what we now refer to as Year Zero AR, Anno Reducto, Year of the Collapse.
Okay, that makes sense.
During this time, AI was involved intimately in every part of our lives. The typical family could not be sustained without it for more than a few weeks.
Shrinking rays, we put stuff in little boxes, then we just get it out. Oh, like an Outcast. He's got a nano backpack. Everything gets shrunk down. That's pretty awesome. I've got to play Outcast. I supposedly have an Outcast like playthrough on my channel, but because I have no hard drive space to record to at present, it has died a death for ages. I've even got some that's ready to be edited, and I haven't got around to that. I need to do that for I don't know, the last 3 years or whatever. It's so terrible with time. But I loved Outcast, and that was one of those really cool things. They just went, look, you know, you've got a backpack. We'll use nanotechnology. That's, you know, science MacGuffins. That works, you know. AI was involved intimately in every part of our lives. Maybe that be more than a few weeks. Okay.
A coalition of anti-technology, anti-globalist, and religious movements, referred to as the human wave, reached a critical mass due to a series of AI incidents across the globe.
A bag of holding. Exactly, yeah. Human wave. Human wave either sounds like an 80s synth style of music. You know, like a mixture of Human League's new wave. Or just the most just the most horrendous day at the beach.
A growing fear of the singularity, mainly proposed by Voice for Human Progress,
All these
VFHP, was a contributing factor, as were proven hardware faults in widespread robotics across the globe.
Okay.
On June 2nd, the third decree UN resolution was passed, declaring that all AI was scheduled to be discontinued over a course of 10 years.
Okay. That's what that third decree thingy is.
An
Okay.
observant reader may notice that this definition is different from the third decree we live by today.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Wherein CPUs are completely outlawed.
Oh.
This is because the third decree has been amended 12 times. However, the phasing out period for AI did not proceed as planned, and we now enter an era in which there are large holes in our historical records. But we do know that there was a massive worldwide blackout, rendering most computer chips and processors in the world unusable. Contemporary scholars have theorized about what exactly caused this sudden change. If it was a deliberate large-scale attack, an unintended consequence of the ongoing shutdowns, or if there could be natural causes, such as solar flares.
Okay.
The evidence is scarce, and the lack of global communication and infrastructure, not to mention the struggle for daily survival, has made truth-seeking in this matter extraordinarily difficult. Regardless, the end result was clear. From that day, the old world was no more. In the dark, we took our first stumbling steps as truly free humans, surrounded by our mountains of dead machines.
Mountains of dead machines. Wow, I mean, how many have you got to make to form mountains of them? That's insane. Okay. Star map.
It shows various star constellations. Apparently the ones we plan to explore with some incredible new rocket engine that they were about to finish when the collapse happened.
Typical. Okay, let's start pressing the buttons. Oh, okay. Just makes things light up. That's fine, I can live with that. Bubbly, bubbly, bubbly. Islands are trash now, so I guess mountains are the same, but on land. Yeah, I guess. That makes sense, actually. Not that much metal in the world. That's what always surprises me. I mean, when you see just how much metal things are lying around, you just think that had to be mined somewhere. Everything has just been pulled out the ground. You start to think the planet must be hollow by now. But it's not, obviously not, you know, but it's just amazing. You know, it's a scale I can't comprehend because of the sheer quantity of it. It's insane. Oh, Jesus. Thought that was actually just going to take off for a second. Huh? Slam into my pew out the door. Is that it? Oh, I wonder if there's something to do with the planet. That'd be hilarious. Since it only moves in increments. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know. It feels like a bit of a puzzle, doesn't it? Just like there's a reason it only moves in small parts. Did I do that one? Yeah, scan again anyway. No, okay. A significant portion of our planet is made of iron. Only problem is actually pulling it out. Well, yeah. Ooh. Okay. And this is it? Right, okay. What happened? Right. So there was that text talking about how someone had followed her in here. Or was it a guy saying he'd followed her in here? I can't remember. Maya had come in here and they walked in and she wasn't here. And then when they left, she was following them out. Don't want to put it out. It's what makes the world go round. Yeah. I don't think we'll get to the stuff that, you know, does that entirely. I wonder if there's like a combination here that allows us to get through. There's no hints to it, though. Obviously, we have done this. Nothing going on around here with scanny stuff. But it suggested that there was like a hidden entrance around here somewhere.
I'm pretty sure these were flown autonomously.
Right, okay. I couldn't remember if that's what that said. Okay. Let's have another quick check upstairs. I don't know what this key is for. Got a few things here that we didn't interact with. going to shoot the map. Oh, that's what I was thinking, like as in that the laser hits the one thing, so maybe the other thing directs towards something else, but I couldn't see why, how that was useful. We looked at the sketch. Was it anything revealing?
It's a sketch of the exhibition downstairs. It's titled Path of the Pilgrim.
That was it. Because she mentioned about that at the front, didn't she? Is it purely the exhibition is called that? Or am I reading too much into it? Information
Path
staff.
of the Pilgrim.
Right.
Kind of an odd name for an exhibition about the collapse.
Exactly. So what is this path we're dealing with? Of course, I may just be trying to put too much together at once. Maybe we need more information. Let's head back and talk about some of the evidence we've got. Maybe they can supply us with a bit more info.
Hello again, Gabriel.
This is Job, he just sits here reading.
Hey there, can I be of assistance?
So, it looks like Leonard's accident was a murder after all.
Seems so, yeah. We have to catch this psycho before he strikes again.
Agreed.
Okay.
Do you know who Katerina Berg is? She may also go by the name Melinda.
I don't know about Katerina, but Melinda? That's the name of the school teacher, I think.
What?
At least that's what I heard the kids call her outside.
Holy shit.
Are you absolutely sure?
Positive. As far as I know, she's the only Melinda in Nordsund.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's excellent news. If you see her, take her into custody immediately, and let your colleagues know to be on the lookout too.
Oh, she's got the kids. She's going to be spreading her propaganda everywhere.
Yes, ma'am.
Blimey. Oh, right, okay.
What do you think of Walter,
What does
the
he
robot
think
guy?
of Walter?
Oh, he's great. My little brother loves him to death.
Really?
Yeah? He's popular with the kids?
But Walter doesn't like him.
You have no
Interesting.
idea. He's quite the entertainer with that little robot of his.
The robot ink. It's just a notebook, don't worry.
What do you know about Leonard Dahl?
Nothing really. I never got to talk to him much.
Okay.
I found this among Leonard's remains.
Ah, probably his key then. Unless the killer dropped it in there. In any case, I don't know what it opens.
Great, thanks.
Have a look at this. It's the weapon used to kill Carl and Maya.
Looks generic. We have hundreds of knives like that in town. Any prints or DNA on it?
Nope, totally clean.
Damn. Hopefully it could still be helpful in some way.
Well, it's probably still good for stabbing people. But I've got a scalpel for that, so,
All right, I'm off.
Good luck out there.
Maybe he can tell us about the key. We're looking to try and narrow down where that would come from, but Earth doesn't have
I had a
an
few
iron
questions,
deficiency.
Commissary.
By all means.
Any idea of what this opens?
Nope, not a clue.
Okay.
Do you know who Katerina Berg is, the school teacher? She also calls herself Melinda.
Sorry, I'm bad with names.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Did you know Leonard Dahl?
Sorry, I'm bad with
Not
names.
at all. I only first learned his name this morning.
Yes, of course.
I learned that Leonard's death wasn't an accident. He was placed in that machine after his death.
I suspected as much.
Did
Any
you?
leads on his killer?
Well, I guess, you could think of it in two ways. Either he was murdered or he killed himself. Sorry's in the shower. Who the hell is Catherine? The guy that died when we arrived here, Carl, he was going out with some woman, Katerina. We hadn't seen her, and we still haven't seen her, but we found out that she goes by the name Melinda, as essentially probably covering something up about her past. We don't entirely know. However, we just found out that she is also potentially the school teacher.
Some. I found the weapon
So
that
we're
killed
gonna go talk
Carl
to her
and
in a
Maya
second.
the recycling center, but it's clean.
So the murderer must have stashed it there after disposing of Leonard.
Probably. It was placed in the metal recycler, so maybe the killer meant for it to get smelted down and destroyed.
Sounds like a plausible theory.
But the only person who handled that, according to DNA, was... Then again, we never seem to find DNA we don't know. School teacher? It clutches pearls, exactly. I guess maybe...
That's all I needed.
My plan on him being the one... Well, I mean, he did turn on the smelter. But maybe it only had his DNA because we can't scan for other people's DNA if we don't know it, you know? So maybe the killer was there as well and they did all that. Right. Scholar. Just kick down the door, pull the gun. You're under arrest, Melinda. And your little kids too. Okay. What's going on around here? These children hiding. Drugs? Knives? Contraband? Sweets? They're suspecting all the kids. Clearly a bad influence. Exactly.
Looks like a few kids left some of their clothes here.
Was it a Saturday? Really?
Looks disconnected. Probably not worth the energy.
Should be in school. It's the middle of the morning. Sweets, give me. Yeah.
Pictures of teachers and staff decorate the wall. Some are from way back when the school was founded. No names anywhere, though.
Turns out taking candy from a baby is even easier if you're a policeman with a gun.
There are a number of women here who could be Katerina, but it's hard to be sure without something specific to go on.
We have a photo here.
Okay, let's see if I can find any similarities between any of these women and the picture I have. Oh, right here. Same brass necklace. This has got to be her. All right, I took the picture. Perhaps someone will recognize her.
Okay.
I don't need to rummage through that. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I doubt Katerina would hide anything in here. Too exposed.
Any covered in blood. Yeah, that's the one defining
Various
feature.
books and office supplies. Plenty of outdoor activities planned for the children.
Well, there doesn't seem to be a lot going on in here.
That. Drawings of different plants and trees, with close-ups of their nuts, leaves, and seeds.
Aren't nuts seeds? Or is a nut something that specifically contains a seed? No, because then a peanut isn't always in its shell, is it? Don't know.
Empty. Guess there are no classes today.
Well, why not? Just stand there with your gun and threaten the room. Why aren't there any classes today? How salacious. And we thought teaching about AI was the worst she was doing. That is a tree seed, but not all trees have nuts. Okay, that's fair. All right, let's start looking around. We've got a picture to ask about, I should say.
I don't have anything else to... I don't want to share that with him.
Okay, fine.
I think they deliver groceries through...
Oh, balcony. That's where I was going. I thought that was a lift for some reason. Okay. Suspicious dude isn't here now. Okay. See if they recognise her at the clinic. We'll work around to the police station.
I don't need to show her that.
Fine. Is the doctor in? No. Okay. This furnace is clearly going to come into play at some point. Interesting. We had a good look around here before. Nothing really stood out. Can we say anything to her?
Horrible how much death has befallen us.
Yes.
I read that in a book once.
A fitting quote, considering the circumstances.
I'm sure that's probably why she said it. It's not just something you come out with normally, is it? Okay. Patient room. Maybe someone's in here. 2 dead bodies stood out to me. Yeah. Blue box. It's highlighting these things for some reason.
It's filled with cannulas. Those little... I don't think I need one right now.
Okay. Yeah,
A portable medical kit with all the essentials.
Okay. I assume we'll probably need some of this at some point in the future. That's where the tap was. Okay. That, I don't even know what's through there. It was locked last time, so here is a complete bust. Let's head back to the police station. There are still people around town we could ask, obviously. You. Recognize her?
Do you recognize this woman?
I was going to say, yeah, it's the teacher.
Sure, that's Melinda. She's
what?
She's just kind of cute is all.
Asked if you recognize her. I don't give a shit if you feel about her. Yeah. What was that? Right, he said he's no good with names. What about pictures?
Commissary?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you recognize this woman?
That's the young teacher, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, I found the picture in the school.
I see. I don't know much else about her.
How dare he think someone's cute? This is a murder investigation. Cute is irrelevant. Unless we're talking about police dogs, of course. Oh, I wonder if Volta would recognize her for any of her weirdness.
Hi there, Walter.
Morning, miss. How was your first night in town?
Yeah, have a nice night's sleep? Well, I sure didn't. This numbnut forgot to unplug me, so I had to listen to his snoring for 9 hours.
That's 9 hours sleep.
I protest, Nissa. I hardly ever sleep for more than 7.
First night. Yes, yeah, we're new in town because we're here to investigate one of the murders from a couple of days ago, and that was that night we slept. A little, not, just gone. This is the second morning we have been here, so we've only slept here one night.
Oh, wow. That makes it much less like torture.
I slept okay. The bed was a bit too soft for my taste, but I'll live.
I don't like soft beds. I can't get on with it. There's no support. Just end up sinking, and then before you know it, everything aches because it's like, what am I doing? I don't have a shape anymore.
Glad to hear it. So, what can I do for you today?
Do you know this woman?
Oh, her. I sometimes spot her off the beaten path, actually.
Ooh.
You do? Where?
By the junk heap. Dunno what business she's got there, but I notice her sometimes when I collect parts. She thinks nobody sees her, all sneaky and quick. But I've got keen eyes.
Sneaky and
Perfect.
quick.
Thanks a lot, Walter.
Hard beds you always cut off your cut your limbs off. Fair enough. We'll go with somewhere in the middle then. Okay. So she exists. She frequents somewhere outside the city.
Ever see this key before?
Nope. First time. It, looks really nice.
Sure. Okay. Threaten him with a knife.
Did you know Leonard Dahl?
Might as well ask him about this guy whilst we're
A
here.
little. He came by every now and then, buying things for the recycling center. We've been talking about automating some of the work there.
Yeah? Anything out of the ordinary about him?
Automation. First step towards AI. Stop him.
I wouldn't say so. He was a quiet, nice guy. A real shame what happened to him.
Yeah, and what did happen to him exactly?
I guess you heard what happened in the recycling center.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but man, people dropping dead left and right like this, it's getting real scary out there.
That's right. Don't leave. In fact, you never do, apparently. It's fine. Nothing else going on. Okay.
I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye, police lady.
Shut up, Rebel. Right, Junkie. Up this way. Can't scan it, so
Hey,
not that
you
it
wanna
would
go do something?
do anything anyway.
I'm tired.
We don't have her DNA yet.
You wouldn't be tired if you ate breakfast.
What are you, my dad? I feel sick in the morning. Shut up.
Whatever.
How old are you? I'm concerned about the references to morning sickness, but maybe that's just, something else.
Hey, kids.
Hey.
Breakfast go. Maybe.
Theo,
Not,
that's
hopefully.
the lady that Miss M...
Shut up, Alicia.
Now, wait a minute. Alicia, is it? You know Miss M?
No, I mentioned that name completely randomly.
Of course we do, ma'am. We're kids. She's our teacher.
Yeah, we just know her from school and stuff.
Right. So you haven't seen Miss M around today, have you?
Nope.
Well, I have a few questions for you.
All right, which one are we connected to? Ooh, look at that faces. Let's not ask him about. Yeah, what do they know about the conduit?
I doubt these kids know anything about that.
You'd be surprised.
So Katerina is your teacher, right?
Nuh-uh. Our teacher's name is Melinda, but she prefers Miss M.
You know, I need to find Miss M really badly. Do you know where she would go if she was ever in trouble?
I don't know.
You're lying. There's the little beep.
We have no idea, man.
There we go.
I think you know more. Now would be the time to tell me before you get
assumption.
into trouble.
There's nothing to say, lady.
But Theo...
Alicia, chill. We haven't done anything wrong.
I think lying to the police during an investigation could be an issue.
I guess.
Do we want to ask children about murder? Hang on.
No need. I'm sure they know who Katerina is.
Damn it. Yes, we'll just... Oh, can we confuse them maybe? That'd be hilarious.
Theo, look at me for a moment.
Huh? What? I feel funny.
Theo, you okay?
Yeah, I just... Wait, what are we doing again?
Just hanging out? You're being super weird.
Huh? Whatever.
Maybe if they recently were given some instructions, he won't remember them. That's very strange.
Come on, Alicia. I think you know where to find Miss M.
I don't know.
Yes, you do. I have ways of knowing when a person is lying.
And when they do, I have ways of getting the truth.
Theo?
What?
Look at me, Alicia, not him. I'm not leaving until you tell me the truth.
What? Who?
On the other side of this tunnel, there's an old fridge with a secret switch on the bottom. Miss M goes through there sometimes.
Secret switch on the bottom of the fridge. Okay.
Thanks. You've been very helpful.
Is she a robot too? Which one? Who are we talking about? The protagonist or the little girl? I don't think any robots actually look like people. I don't think they've been able to get that far yet.
Wait, what? Why would you tell her that?
But...
Oh, the cop. No, she has like augments is what they've called them so far. We don't really know exactly what they are. Some kind of implants, I guess, which is what we're scanning them with now. It's like a heart rate monitor / mood sensor. And then we have like this eye scanny thing which helps us pick up stuff around the screen and stuff.
I'll let you guys talk this out.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we hypnotized a child. I missed that thing from. Oh right, no, that's fair. It's just one of the mechanics. These are our little augmentations, and that's what the amnesia thing was about. I wondered what you meant with the very strange. I thought you meant just like how they responded. What the hell? Okay. Integrated Blade Runner set. Yeah, exactly. So what do we got around here? Cars. There's the fridge. Okay. Exhaust. Okay, let's just have a look at stuff.
Old shipping containers, neatly stacked. They look fairly intact. Maybe this area used to be a loading dock, and they precede the junk heap itself.
Maybe.
Cute outfit. Must have taken forever to knit.
Oh yeah, Jesus, it's huge.
Old pre-collapse cars. Likely stripped of all usable parts at this point.
Damn you, Volta.
A big old combustion engine exhaust. You don't see many of those around these days.
That doesn't appear to go anywhere. So it's this one place, basically.
Oh, there's some kind of switch under here.
Oh yeah, we told there was. We were told there was. Oh.
There we go.
I expected the door to open, not the whole thing to raise up. That's unusual. Ooh. Ooh, what now?
Can't get too close. That's really high voltage. I need to find someone who knows their way around electronics.
Oh, okay. Can we not? Okay. Electrified gate. Can we not just scan it? See what she did whilst, you know. Oh, of course, we don't have her DNA, do we? None of this makes any sense. Okay. Alright, fine. We got a new thing to do. So we've got to find someone who knows their electronics. It's either going to be Volta, but he's robotics, but he might know enough about electronics, or electrics, not electronics. True, yeah. Shows how much of a noob she is. Or it could be the janitor if he's still there, but then again, that may have only been yesterday.
Hi again.
Hey there. What can I do you for?
Hey, do you know your way around electronics?
No way! He just happened to accidentally construct a store filled with robots. Let me guess, you flunked Deduction 101?
Can we shoot the robot?
Don't mind him. Yes, I do know a thing or two about that.
Well, great. I need you to come with me to disconnect the power to a thing. A trap.
Oh, I'd love to help, but I can't leave the store like this. Got an important customer today.
Oh, yeah?
Why don't you check with Lisa over by the museum? She can probably help
Oh,
you
of course. The electrician. But, yeah, I didn't even think of her as a character, to be honest.
The woman who was fixing that broken power pole?
Yeah, that's her.
All right, thanks.
Also, she still looked kind of busy. I didn't want to break her work.
I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
I'm off to find someone more useful. Let's go. Oh, this way. I don't like the fact that she sort of teleports when you want to sort of double click, you know, but I'd rather just sort of faded to black.
Hey, there's an electrified fence in the junk heap. Can you help disconnect it?
She's not succeeding where she is. Well, yeah, exactly.
I'd love to, but I need to repair this breaker box here first.
Okay, but how long will that take?
Hard to say, but unless this thing miraculously fixes itself, I could be stuck here all day.
Really?
Looks like she's trying to fix something in this power box.
Not for long.
Huh. Wait a minute. What the heck am I doing out here? Wasn't I in the middle of something?
It's so sinister. Exactly. I want to have the puzzle to fix it.
I better go back to the workshop and figure something out. Maybe just a quick break first.
Looks like she was trying to...
That's all we're going to get. Evil. It is pretty sinister.
There's an electrified fence in the junk heap. Can you help disconnect it?
But this is a murder investigation. Paris really works.
I suppose I have nothing better to do. Lead the way. The system is kind of cranky, so I'll only be able to cut the power briefly. Wait for a window and then do your business, but don't take too long or the power will come back on.
Right, so that's what that door is towards. It's the... It makes sense. You see all the power cables coming out of it.
Got it. I'll go check it out and let you know when I'm done.
Okay, good luck.
All right. Scrubby, scrub, scrub. Let's go. It's turned off by the junk box she was fixing. That would have been funny. No. Oh, come on. It wasn't when I pressed... Okay, so we get real close. Wait for it to stop. Doing next time. Okay. Super strength, I guess. Wait for it next time. There we go. Ka-ching. Forgets it's electric. Why didn't I think of that? What the hell?
Don't move.
Oh.
Oh. Wait, you're that city cop.
And you're that
Fuck,
psycho.
I was expecting... Ugh. Today is not your day, sister.
Is it because of the baby? I want to help. Yes. Oh, unless we should have, like... No, we can't do that. Melinda have super strength? No, I reckon she probably just, like, jammed it from back or something and it's got stuck.
You're desperate. Is it because of the baby? I can help.
Help me. How exactly? Our highly illegal womb tank is the only thing keeping him alive. And you're from
Choices.
the Bureau.
Yeah.
We both know what you're gonna have to do.
You seem quite sure of what I would or would not do. Perhaps things are less clear cut than you think. No. We can't overlook it, we've already reported it, so that's basically a lie. I can't use any of my other skills right now, so it's literally just how we're talking her down. Things are less clear cut because I want to save the baby, whatever that means, you know, towards, you know, terrorism or not, you know. That doesn't seem right. I'm not going to go with I'll do whatever's necessary because that's just seems a bit militant, really.
You seem quite sure of what I would or would not do. Perhaps things are less clear-cut than you think.
I'm seeing clearly. All you're doing is trying to confuse me.
No, if I was doing that, I'd be using my powers.
You're just stalling. The killer is still out there and I have to stop him from hurting our...
Can't cooperate. I know he feels he'd have to do this alone. We both want to catch Carl's killer. Past stalling, that gunshot was loud. The cops will be here any second. That's not going to help. That's going to put her on the defensive, I think. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm reading that as, anyway. I know he feels don't want to do this alone. Makes sense. Finding the murderer is my job, but I don't... If you don't cooperate, I can't protect you. That kind of works too, realistically, but it's whether she's going to... She doesn't seem so much worried about the murderer so much as staying away and defending the baby. Do we know how she feels? Actually, we do. If the other guy's dead, how did he die? But then we don't have the baby. I'm going to go with the top one.
Finding the murderer is my job, but if you don't cooperate, I can't protect you.
Right. You're just doing your fucking job. But I must say, I admire your ability to stay collected in the face of death.
Surely you see the bad collected or not. Staring down a bone is not pleasant. Either that or I don't consider you as large a threat. Seems like a dare, and I'm not sure that's really the right thing to be doing. Not pleasant, so that's trying to, you know, sympathise with her, I guess. I don't know, it makes more sense to say that, you know, she's making things worse. But then that also sort of suggests, well, then she's got nothing left to lose. But this doesn't seem to really... Why would she lower the weapon? You know, we haven't given her any reason to do so. She doesn't trust us and she's ready to kill us, seemingly. So I'll go with the top one.
Surely you see that behaving like this is only making things worse for you and your son?
Maybe, but it doesn't matter. As soon as I take my guard down, you'll shoot me without batting an eye.
Damn, she's onto me. Do you know what? I won't. I hadn't planned to actually shoot her. We need information. Family suffered enough. It makes you feel safer. You can keep the gun. Sure. You know, I mean, why not? Well, exactly. We could probably do that if she lets her guard down slightly. Bat 2 eyelids first. Exactly. I mean, who bats 1 eyelid? That's crazy.
I won't. Your little family has suffered enough. If it makes you feel safer, you can keep your gun, okay?
You better believe I'm keeping my gun.
Okay, that's fine. We don't have to go to the station. Let's just sit down and talk about this.
I must be the most stupid, naive woman in the world.
Maybe it kind of doesn't matter. You eventually end up in this situation either way. Maybe there isn't an end state where you get shot.
You won't regret this, Katerina.
This is all just a matter of, you know, mood manipulation.
So, you believe that the killer is after you now?
I know he is. He got Maya and Carl. I'm next, obviously.
Let's not forget Leonard Dahl. He was butchered this morning.
Leonard? The recycling guy? Jesus, I had no idea that...
So she doesn't seem to know him.
Odd.
Odd how?
Because... Actually, I have to give you the whole story for it to make sense.
Okay.
Carl and I wanted a child, but... I can't. I have viable eggs, but there are other... complications.
Okay. Something similar happened to her and her partner? Understand it's surprising took a calculated risk and had dire consequences. My condolences. However, rotten luck doesn't mean you can break the law. Life isn't fair. Okay. Let's not get too personal. Well, I don't know. This is kind of wishy-washy backstory, heartfelt stuff. Is that really going to help us in this investigation? But then she might open up more as she understands. Yeah, let's do that.
I can relate. Me and my partner. Well, something similar happened to us.
Then you can grasp our situation better than anyone. So anyway, we came into contact with a woman called Maya Strand who claimed that she could help us have a baby. She'd built a replica of an old womb tank. Forbidden technology, of course.
See, is it because it has CPUs involved? I was going to say, what's wrong with a womb tank? It doesn't have any AI in it. It's supposedly just helping babies, surely.
I see. And what did she want in return?
Our help with some of her other shady experiments. The lady was somewhat frail. She couldn't handle much heavy labor. She eventually revealed that she was a self-proclaimed member of the Conduit. Probably figured we had too much to lose to turn her in. She was right.
Self-proclaimed member? Do you need to be proclaimed otherwise? Surely it's like a religion. Anyone can be a member. I'd rather have a womb tank than grow it myself. Exactly.
Yes, I found the Conduit connection. Playing with fire.
Yeah, so Carl and I decided to play along until after the birth and then escape Nordsund as a family.
Right, so they weren't really terrorists. They were just working with terrorists to get what they wanted. That's fair.
So you merely pretended to sympathize with Conduit beliefs, and then Maya was murdered.
Yes, EPOs did it, I'm sure. Those assholes must have found out.
EPOs? That rings a bell.
Yeah, from the museum.
Earth Preservation Orthodox Society. Anti-tech group. You must have heard of them over at the Bureau.
Or the museum.
Used to be terrorist classified.
Yeah, why wouldn't they be? I mean, whether you right or wrong, methods are methods, and terrorizing people is terrorizing people.
Oh yeah, I remember. So they have a church here in Nordsund?
Yep, near the old mall in Northtown. Big place. They get visitors from all over.
Right, okay. Near the broken window. Why does she think it was them?
Why do you believe EPOS is responsible for the murders?
Who else? There's only one group still violently opposing the Conduit, and that is EPOS.
There's a hole in this murder theory, though. Leonard Dahl.
Oh, yeah. No idea how that guy fits into all this. Could be unrelated.
unrelated is improbable given the historically low murder rate of Norson. True, yeah. You didn't know him at all. He wasn't a member of your group. Perhaps Leonard was an Epos and you killed him to avenge your friends. No, let's not go that far.
Unrelated is improbable, given the historically low murder rate of Nordsund.
I guess. Maybe those dimwit Epos assassins thought he was one of us, or he got in their way for some other reason.
If all of this is true, why did you take a new name when you came to Nordsund?
It's a long story, but I left a life that was pretty ugly. I had to escape an abusive boyfriend.
Okay.
I needed a fresh start here in Nordsund. The nickname thing just happened. It felt natural, and then, well, I guess it stuck.
So she changed her first name, but not her last.
That doesn't explain why your relationship with Carl was kept a secret, though.
Carl and I happened really fast. It wasn't so much intentionally kept a secret, it just never became a public thing.
Wow. So they went from getting together to can't have babies to having one in a tank so fast that no one even knew they were going out. That's insane.
When we started collaborating with Maya, we obviously had all the more reason to keep things quiet.
Well, I'm going to give all of this some thought and report to my superior. I'll be back later if I come up with more questions.
Okay, before you go, just the womb tank. The nutrients must be running low by now. Without replenishment, he could be hurt. Even die.
Okay, when I leave, I'll go to the apartment and check on the baby. If there's a problem, where could I get more nutrients?
There's going to be a problem. We'll need more nutrients.
Maya always took care of that, so I'm not sure. My guess would be somewhere near the museum.
Oh, of course, she was turning like the mushrooms or something into a nutrient paste, wasn't she?
All right, I'll look into it.
So she had that
You have
dealing
no
going.
idea how much that means to me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, all right. Enough of this lovey stuff. Oh, okay. We're still basically about where we were. Okay, do you know what? I think we're going to call it there. It's been over 3 hours. That's an unprecedented amount for me, I think, at the moment. That's crazy. So, yeah. We'll call it there. Save and quit. That should jump us out. Does she know there is blue in the baby? Oh, good question, actually. I don't actually have anything in my questions to ask about blue. It was mentioned. It's a thing of note, but it's not in our notebook, so we can't raise it. Nutrient pest get Rimworld flashbacks. Has one time she got any growing... She's not just growing organs for trade. Yes, exactly. Oh my god, that would be creepy, wouldn't it? That's not right. Okay. Excuse me, sorry. Clean the thread a bit. Have we got has anyone got any recommendations for raiding? Because otherwise the only person I can think of is Greenleaf JP again. But you know, I mean, he's sitting at 30 viewers, which is a good amount for people. So if there's anyone, you know, running a bit lower, it'd be nice to hand over that you know, that number to other people, but if not, we'll just go there. But yes, anyway, where are we? Got rid of this. There we are. So yeah, that will be it for today. That's a long one. I do like this game. Thank you very much for the stream. I'm always so smitten. So smitten? Aw. No, you're welcome. Thank you for dropping in. It's always fun to have you here. All of you. Much appreciated, of course. I only have JP2. That's fair enough. Do you know what? Just before we go, if I got shout out, who am I looking for? Stuffed Ducks. There's Stuffed Ducks. She's a very fun streamer. Mostly at the moment, as far as I can tell, Genshin and Rock Band. So that's pretty cool. It's always nice to see. I don't usually catch you live, do I? Because of time zones, but it's always cool. Don't want to sound crazy. This is the place to sound it. Don't have anyone. That's fine, no problem. Also, just want to do a quick shout out for Summer. Thank you so much. No, that's no problem. Also a streamer of retro games, point and clicks most often. Leisure Suit Larry was a big run of hers. Yeah, it's always good to drop in and say hello whenever she's streaming because she's very nice and approachable, and also sometimes pretty lewd, which works for me around here. Yes. Anyway, get some sound back, a bit of ambience. Okay, so I'll tell you what, we'll raid JP then, just for the sake of it. Raid not Greem. Leave JP. Did I get that right? No, it's not a question mark raid. That's silly. It's slash raid. There we go. So next time, maybe I haven't got around to the raid. I think my there we go. Okay, sorry, didn't recognize the command for some reason. It was a bit weird. By Thursday, probably not by Thursday at this rate. I'm still filling out the paperwork. I'm busy and tired, and it's been weird. But raid, I don't have a raid command because say what you like when you get there. Really, you don't need to do anything. That's entirely up to you. Yeah, so we'll drop in on him anyway. Yeah, so plan is back Thursday. More of this, obviously. We want to keep going. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. I like it. I like it for what it is. Raid messages? Nah, don't. Do what you like. Say what you like. When you get there, if you get there, it's entirely up to you. I consider raids more of a suggestion than an enforced idea. Just, if you don't want to be there, that's fine. But, if you want someone to watch, here is a place I recommend. And that's that, generally. Yeah, exactly. Throw any emotes together you like. It's up to you. So, yeah. So, thank you, everybody, for coming. It's always fun to have you here, and I much appreciate it. It's very kind of you all. And, can't wait to see you then. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, plan is see you Thursday. Same time, same place, basically. And we're off to exactly all of Patapple's emotes. Exactly. We're off to Greenleaf. Okay, yeah. So thanks everybody. Take care. See you later. Bye.